check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let's get it, baby. Like I always say, this is not financial advice. I just hope you brought your oven mitts. Let's talk about the hottest stocks and the hottest crypto on the market right now. We got Colorado in the building. Shout out to TJ. All right, we got Arkansas in the building. Let's get it. I see you, family. Let's go. I love to see it. Now, let's talk about it. Just yesterday, we were running some put options. And what is a put option, family? This is when you make money on the way down. Running some put options on DWAC, which we seen. We get into a put, try to make money on the way down. It tries to shake you out, shake you out, shake you out. And then you know what happens? On the way down, boom, knock it out the park on technical analysis alone, right? Straight up. Now I hope you watched that live stream yesterday, because that was a huge valuable lesson to show you all of the signs that you could have missed when you are playing options, right? You see different technical indicators tell you different things. And then you know what? If you stayed in the play, you might have missed a signal. You might have missed a second signal. You might have missed a third signal. But then if you play it by the technicals and you trade with the charts and not with your hearts, you will be okay in the end. That's what I want you to understand. So let's keep it going. And let's see, first of all, what's going on, because we might just very well get into an option today. But speaking of today, again, today, our sponsor of today's video, shout out to our sponsor, always got our backs. It's Public the Investing app. Get up to $73 in free stocks. Use the link pinned to the top comment. You can get instant deposits over there too. So now let's get it. You say you loved the live stream from yesterday? That's what I'm talking about, baby. So I was trying to explain to y'all in the last live stream about bond yields and how this is basically, if that goes up, then the big institutions, what they're going to do is they're going to take their money out of the stock market, boom, crash the stock market down. And then you know what it's going to do? They're gonna put it over into the bonds, and the next thing you know, a lot of the liquidity is gonna be taken out of the stock market, and then boom, straight up like that. But you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna not be afraid of these kind of things. We're gonna allow them to make us richer and richer and richer and richer. You buy the dips. When you think back to any kind of recession, any kind of pullback, when they gave us those lockdowns, family, what did we do? You know what? We bought those dips, and now we never see prices like that again. But it is what it is. That's right. Dress to impress. Always. You gotta listen. You know what I'm talking about. When you look good, you feel good, they say. So now let's keep it going. Let's look at the stock market overall. How do you do that? You look at VTI. Let me move this down so you guys can see more of my indicator. Okay, you can see it. You can see my indicators right here. So we're gonna look at Vanguard's total stock market ETF. Right now, it's still showing negative pressure. So what is this looking like, family? It's looking like put season, baby. It's looking like put season. But remember, when you ride the wave down, because you can ride the wave down and make money on the way down, then you just need to know what you're doing. You just need to have a little bit of education. You understand me? So now I want to ask you this. Make sure you hit the like button so we can get the likes over 50%. That's the key crucial level in terms of having likes. Now, also join the Discord so you could be up on the options when I post them, right? You could be up on any of the options when I post them. Discord link is right here. They're in the description and everything like that. So go ahead and join on there. Now, let's keep it going. You said YouTube is running slow today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's been messing up today, but it is what it is. We're not going to let them slow our show up. So let's talk about it. Now, VTI still showing that weakness. Facebook, we were talking about this one just yesterday. How, look at that. Look at that. It's still showing weakness. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. And you're getting this choppiness, right? Remember, the first, let's call it 15 minutes of the market is basically the wild, wild west, baby, the wild, wild west. So if you are more risk adverse, right, and you don't want to necessarily take risks, and we almost got 1,000, or what is it, 500 likes, hit that like button, family, so we can keep it at 500. Now, let's talk about it. You say you never missed a show. Appreciate you for that. Now, let's keep it going. Here we go. Wild, wild west, showing weakness, and now it's showing strength. We have a support level from yesterday of about 245, but now it's showing weakness under this level. They say previous supports become future resistances, right? So now let's keep it going as well. Look at NEO, still showing that a little bit of weakness on the day, but it's trying to reverse that weakness, right? Yep. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hold up. Let me get my soundboard out here. Let me get my soundboard out here because that's important, especially if we talk about charge point. You know what that should make you think of? Charge point. Hold up. We got to go check out charge point. It may have been a few days since we checked out charge point. Hold up. Charge point.
It don't move.
But it's been moving all right. Look, CHPT. And it's been moving down here closer to 11. Welcome to the family, baby. If we get into an option, I'll post it, the one I'm looking at, and I'll post it to the Discord. But for now, I posted something to the watch list yesterday, specifically levels that we want to look out for DraftKings. We want to keep our eyes out on this one so we can see how we're going to play it. And I'll go back over there. Yep. It don't move. Come on now. The bow ties is back. That's right. Before I was feeling kind of sick, right? And I was under the weather and it was hard. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to get comfortable because I had all these doctor's appointments, blah, 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 blah. But now we trying to get back into the groove, baby. Back into the groove. Let's get it. My dog, that's right. He said charge point in a good buy zone. To be honest, you might be able to buy even cheaper. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay? So now let's look at Tesla. Man, family, if you got into a put yesterday, you got to be way up. And let's take a look quickly at Google. Why are we looking at Google? Hold up. GOOG. So they're actually showing they're not really falling like that, right? They gapped up over here when they announced the stock split. And then, boom. Here we go. Bruce said, is your bow tie a clip-on? Absolutely, it's a clip-on. You think I'm going to spend all my time learning how to tie a bow tie or even tying a bow tie when you could just wear a bow tie like this that look exactly the same to me? Come on now. Facebook is down 25%. That's right. And it's still looking like potentially put season on this one. Let's be clear. So, family, I'm about to get potentially into a high risk, high reward. Remember, whenever you invest, especially when you get into a weekly option, you got to understand that these things are very, very high risk. So I'm looking at Facebook right now, looking for open interest. Open interest is rather high on now it's in the money. I wanted it to be out of the money. This one just jumped like crazy. I want to see if it retraces back up. Discord fam, I'll show you which one I'm looking to play. Hold up. Open interest. I want the open interest to be high. I want the spread. I'm going to post this to stocks of the week. Yeah, I'll actually post it to the watch list on the Discord so you can see which one I'm looking at literally right now. And I'm looking for entry on it. If you are not in the Discord link is in the description. I'm posting this one. I'm watching this live on stream. This is the one I'm looking for entry on. And she's running. Jeez. Yeah, she is just running. She's leaving the port without me. Woo! Come on. She definitely, yeah. So, all right. I want to get in this one, but I want it to come up a little bit first. So I'm going to get a few. I'll get two of that one that I just showed you. It's starting to come back. I'll grab one first. I want to grab two, but I'll grab one first, and then I'll average in. All right, I'll grab one first. So I filled on one. I filled on one. I just have this one to track it. Oh yeah, now it's still coming down. So I'm in the play. I only got one. It's pumping though. Yeah, I was gonna get more. I wanted more, but I didn't do it. I just got this one to track. I'll look to get in and grab some more if I could get it back up at a good price. So right now I just jumped in really quickly with just one. However, no, just know that I want to hold more than this, right? It went up 9%, but I want more than this. But right now I threw one in to help me to track it easily. So if we get a quick pop up and then it turns red and give me my better entry, I'll be willing to play that. But right now I got one to track. All right, so let's see. Bobby says this. Shout out to you, Bobby. Keeping the lights on, baby. Let's get it. He said, the inflation numbers for January come as expected. February 10th, do you think the fear in the market starts to disappear? I don't think it'll start to disappear because that's a piece of the puzzle. So I think it'll still be there. Family, hit that like button. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. You say you just made 10K on Facebook puts. Let's get it. You said, Brian said, Discord member, he said he brought one put contract on Facebook for $24 and it's $1,000 right now. I'm telling you, let's win. I love it. I love it. You deserve that, family. You deserve that. Straight up. Deserve it. That's your dub. That's your win. I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. So Facebook, let's see if she pumps up a little bit. Let's go to the charts. Let's see. Let me write something in the Discord too. This is not on your own. So I'm writing a message on the Discord. Okay, so here we go. Now she's popping back up. So I got my tracker share in there, right? You said 11 put is up over 600 profit. Let's go. Yo, I'm telling you, man, love it. I love it. Straight up. So here we go. We got a little bit of a pump on Facebook. All right. AMC is green right now. Let's get it. How am I? I'm good. I'm well. I'm doing well, baby. I'm doing well. Okay. So now on the 1 minute, I see the MACD looking to curl up. So Facebook might get a little bit of a pump. So notice, remember that we're seeing it. We want to see if it crosses, which will be our signal that we about to go on a little pump up. I got my tracker position in. I wanted to buy multiple, but I said I'm going to buy just one so I could track it and then boom. I'm going to show you how I play this one as well. Right? So right now I see it potentially going for a bit of a pump, but I would love to see it get rejected and then just fall to the ground. Straight up. You say you appreciate all we do? Come on now. Shout out to the South. You said, let's print. Let's print. Let's print. Let's look at DraftKings again too, because this is one that I wanted to get in today. Oh my goodness. That I wasn't watching it, but look at that. Bow. Rocket. Rocket. I may try it. I may try it. It's overbought on the 1 minute. Let's look at the 5. 5 is overbought on a 5-2, but it's cooling off a little bit from that. Okay, yeah, now Facebook is pumping. Like we were saying, with this reversal right here on the with the MACD looking like it's headed to cross. So we could be headed back up here. So let me see if I can ride that wave. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can make money on this wave if we get our cross. Because now we're down here. And let's see. Here we go. Are we going to get that cross? And yes, I'm still holding on to the put. On the technical side, this cross right here, trading it on the 1 minute, it will tell you to let it go. When we seen it curling up, we could have been let it go. However, I'm not letting it go. I'm going to hold on to it and then show you how I play it if you held on too long. Okay, so now here we go. It crossed up on the MACD. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Facebook call. But this one I don't plan on holding on for long like I'm doing with the put. I'm going to try to force the put win. And then let's see. Oh, are we getting rejected or are we going up? What's going on? We didn't cross it just yet. We right at the point. So let's see. If I could just take this as a sign. If this is a top, then I can take it as a sign to average down. No, we're still going. Okay, good. We're still going. And notice we're using a 1 minute. So then I can look for that call like I was saying. A little bit of a cross. I could take this as a sign to average down. I'm going to average down first. I didn't do it yesterday, but now I'm going to start to incorporate it in. So right now I'm down 19% or so. So I'm going to buy 2 more of that same call. I'm sorry, the same put. But now I'm going to buy them for cheaper than I bought them for the first time. I'm going to buy 2. Bring my average down. I'll buy 1. I'll buy 1. And I'll do it slowly. I won't rush. I'll average in very, very slowly. All right. So then I'll buy 1 more. So then I got filled on my second one. Yesterday when I did this, I didn't average down. I just let it. I just showed you. First example of averaging down. On live. I'm doing this live. Make sure you know how to trade. Okay. So I'm filled. All right, look, now I'm down 3%. Let's see what we get. 2%. 5%. So Facebook is still showing that strength right here with the MACD crossing. So right now I'm down 6%. I have 2. And let's go. You said Neo is running? You got a leap call on Facebook. Hopefully it prints by 2023. Now listen, after all this rate hike and all of this stuff, family, come on now. I think you might be on to something, family. Straight up. You said it's crossing? It crossed. It crossed. And that's why I'm looking to play the way up too. So Facebook. So we found a solid little floor right here at 39. Let's get into we do have a solid cross and we're finding support here. And we're kind of oversold right here. Somewhat, not all the way. But let's see if we can make a quick few dollars in a few minutes on a call. So then the calls for 45. Here we go. So I'm going to buy 1 call. So I'm playing a call and a put at the same time, or I'm about to attempt to. I'm trying to see if this is going to open up. You see these 3 little green dots right here? I want to see if we get a bigger green dot, which it looks like we might. Yeah, here we go. Now she's consolidating a little bit. Remember, you trade with the charts, not your hearts. You said ditto. Let's win, family. Appreciate you for that. Much love for the super chat, family. All right. Consolidation. We don't want that. We want to see it go up or down. What's up? We don't want this consolidation. This is Netflix is crossing. AMD is crossing down. Okay. Here we go. Pump. Now she wants to pump. Now she wants to pump. But again, I told you, the MACD cross, that would have been the sign to let it go. But I told you, I'm going to hold on to it so I can show you how to do it. How to play when you, man, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's a boom boom candle if I ever seen one, baby. And you know what we said? You seen the MACD cross it up like that. That's a boom boom candle if I've ever seen one. So let's go see. Let's go back to the put and let's talk about it. So on the Facebook put, which, like I told you, went up 9%. Could have let it go, but I decided to hold it. I decided to hold it and ignore all of the signs, right? So let's keep it going. You said Facebook stock over, right? You might mean over bought or oversold. That might be what you're talking about. No, Brownie. Hold on, guys. I gotta go. My dog is acting crazy. Let me go talk to him real quick. No, Brownie. No. No. Down. Down. Leave it, big boy. Good. Nope. Nope. Down. Leave it. All right, guys. Yeah, he's acting crazy. All right. So we back. Okay, yeah. So now I'm down. I'm telling you, boom. That's right. He said put him on the stream. I had to put him in his crate and close it because we got the people working in the house. No, big boy. He said he knows something about AMC. Yeah, he's not being a good boy right now. Okay, so now I didn't even get into the call or anything yet, but let's see if we got what is this gonna be, a higher low or what? Let's see what's going on with it. Let me go back to that call that I was looking at. Hold up. He said that's funny. He said heavy voice. Oh, he's big. Hold up. Somebody said flip flops. Come on now. You know I got flip flops on. I told y'all. Didn't we talk about this a long time ago about how if you have people walking around in your house with their shoes on that they walked in the public bathrooms with, the bathrooms at the gas station, they walked outside in, and then they're gonna come walk in your house. Stop that. Hold up. We ain't doing that. Maybe someone could walk in your house like that, but we ain't doing that. No. Not today. You see that commercial before? I'm probably dating myself with that. But here we go. All right. Back to the task at hand. So what we have is a low, and we have a potential higher low. Let's see what's going on. So now, here we go. Down 23%. I'm playing it live. Yep. Come on now. Flip flops all day. That's right. That's absolutely right. Okay, here. So here we go. Now I'm down 24% on a Facebook put. But again, remember, I could have easily jumped out. So easily. Right? Up $45. I could have easily let it go because we noticed the MACD was crossing. And now we could have got into the call, which I was looking at. But shout out to Brownie. Got me distracted. I'm not going to blame you for that, Brownie. It's all good. It's all love. It's all good and it's all love. But Facebook ain't giving me that volatility that I want. He's on your IG? Yeah, I had to take him down. You know what happened? the scammers, the WhatsApp scammers, they started making fake Instagram pages of me, which they won't verify me for whatever reason, but it is what it is. They won't do it. And now I had to take Brownie off of it because the WhatsApp scammers was using him to scam people. Brownie, come on now. Okay, so now I'm looking back at these calls on Facebook, which is pumping, baby. Pumping. All right, so we got man. I need this to come back down. Pick me up. Jeez. This is pumping. I'm watching. I'm not even in it. I'll show you the one that I'm watching. Yeah, man. Come on now. Now if Facebook pops over here, I might just cut out of the put. Even though I could hold it, I could. Now that the put, I have 2 of them, right? It's worth $400 right now. I'm telling you, it's going great. Yo, Facebook is now going nuts. And you can see the swings, right? The quick swings. So now look at this. Watch this. Y'all, let me tell you something. So sometimey, right? Watch this. My guy said, Titan 50. Let me tell you something about yourself. I'm going to use you as a teacher moment. He said, terrible Facebook put. You must be new here. I literally got into the put, went up $45. And then I said I could let it go, but I won't. So I can show you how to play it when you don't let it go. Are we clear here on that, family? Let me know. Yes or no. Are we clear on what I'm doing right here, right now? How we saw the MACD crossover before and it was overbought just under there, right? Just under there. And then I said, oh, we can look at the calls. The MACD is crossing. I could let go of the put, but I won't. If that was clear to you, let me know. Right? Yes or no in the comments. Because I'm literally here showing you. We got on here 100 different times, and then I shown you me make 10% quick in a second. Quick in a second, quick in a second, quick in a second. Now what I'm doing is showing you the signs that you may miss so you can see how it works out. Right? So you can see. So then when you get down on a play, what do? That's what's important. I'm glad everybody is saying that that's crystal clear. Crystal golden, just straight up. I'm happy to hear it. I'm so happy to hear it because some people they have me thinking that I didn't say it. Jeez Louise. All right. So now we're going back up here. And I'm glad that we're making it make sense right here. Right? Because my goal here is I showed you how to we talked about make 10% 10 times and then boom, that's 100%, right? Now, what do you do when it's not going in your favor? Because we watched the technicals. We trade with the chart. We don't trade with our heart. Right? So come on now. Right, goof. But let's keep it going. And we immediately saw, okay, the MACD crossed over. We could jump into a call. And then you remember I walked over there with Brownie. Now I'm trying to show you what's going on specifically so we can understand what's going on here. And I don't say this to try to say, man, I told you so. I'm trying to show you how the game goes. So when you missing signs or whatever, you will understand. Right. It's similar to yesterday's lesson. That's right. All right. Let's go back to. Because one day what my hope is that many of you are able to day trade and jump in and make some money and then get out. You said this YouTube is still saying one person is watching. Come on, YouTube, with that. Come on now. Okay. So now again, we saw this. So now let's go back and let's see. Let's see. Cause man, I'm telling you that what was it? So this is how I did it. I got into a put right over here, wrote it down, and then it went up 9%. Boom. I said, okay, I seen the MACD curling up. You can play the video back. And I said, all right, I could get out of this. Right? I'm not, though. I said literally specifically that I'm not waiting to get out of it. Right? To show you what can happen if you let go of the signals and you just try to just hold on. Right? What can happen? We saw the MACD cross. We were looking for calls. Looking for calls because you could play it up. You could play it down. Okay. But now, Facebook is showing significant strength. Look at all of these consistent green volume bars right here. Significant strength. You see? Crazy strength. Still going. Still pumping. Now, if it passes this line, right? What you need to do as a trader, right, is say, okay, if it passes this and it confirms above this, family, we just on a straight up like a rocket, straight up, right, for a potential gap fill. So then it'll tell you, okay, don't hold on to this. You see what I'm saying? You said a data scientist. Let's go. Okay, so now I'm starting to see a little bit of weakness again, and I'm seeing the MACD up here start to curl just a little bit, but it's only the 5 minute. I'm at the 1 minute chart, right? These trends, these 1 minute chart trends are very, 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 very funny that way, where they move fast, right? So now that I see this weakness happening, if I get another cross, I'll be willing to average down again. Right now I'm down 30%, but I'm buying them slowly, slowly, slowly to show you how to average in today, right? Yesterday I showed you how to, when you win one, that's kind of like losing, and then you don't average and you just like use the technicals to tell you what's going on. Now I'm looking for technical indicators telling me to average down, but you could always get to a point where you could average out, right? But I'm looking to basically see, okay, do I get to a technical point where I want to average down? So, okay, right up here. So right now I have 2. Now I'm going to buy 2 more. Or actually, I'll buy 1 more. If I get my cross. And I see my RSI is also telling me that this is a decent time. I'm trying to play it just totally on the charts completely. Yes. Okay. SoFi, come and pick us up. Brownie! No! No! Every time he sees somebody, he gets so excited. I'm telling you, every single time. Okay. So now, we want to see, are we going to cross again for we got a high? We hoping that we get a lower high potentially for this, and then that would be a signal to get and basically go down. But we starting to see some more buying pressure. We want to see if it's going to hold or if we're going to lose that buying pressure and be taken over by the selling pressure. So what we're doing is we're looking to say, how do you average down strategically, or how do you know when to just basically cut out? And you know what's funny? Brownie is a big teddy bear. I see somebody say Brownie's vicious. He wants to play, right? He wants to play. That's really what it is. Am I buying an ask? Yeah, I will hit the ask, baby. Bow. You said excited to bite? He does. I'm telling you this. Obviously, I'm the dog's owner. You know what I'm saying? So he might. I'm saying, yeah, you know, he's a good dog. He is a good dog, but he's my dog. Obviously, I'm biased, but he's definitely a good dog. I put a lot of time into training him. But now that I got him, imagine that somebody put you in a crate so you don't be all up on everybody that's working in the house. And then, you know, you would be like, man, let me out of that. So, okay. So right now, let's see. I still have my 2 Facebook puts. If I didn't get the average down yet because I was looking for the signal to do it. Now I'm down 40%. But remember, I'm just trying to teach you, trying to show you, trying to teach you. Could have been let this one go. Could have been let it go up. We noticed this trend a while ago. This is why I specifically on the Discord, I said, I'm doing this live Make sure you know how to trade if you're trying to trade it. Let's see. Give Brownie a brownie. Dogs can't eat chocolate, to my knowledge. If they do, they'll get... It wouldn't be good. Your vet bill would be crazy. Crazy. Okay. All right. So Discord fam in particular, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to look at a... This is the call. I've been looking at this call, but I never got in it because I'm trying to play it to the downside. I don't want you to ever get married to a direction. Never get married to a direction of a stock. It's not good. So we could be potentially forming a double top right here. Not like a little baby double top. But let's see. I could imagine I could keep coming up to about this resistance of the day. Do I think Amazon will beat its estimate tonight? It could. Amazon is really good at making money. It could. But remember, whenever you play earnings, you are taking an extreme risk. Always. Whenever you try to play any kind of earnings, the risk that you are taking is going to be phenomenal. Yeah, somebody said dogs can't eat chocolate. They'll get sick and RIP. If I bring Brownie on camera, he's going to be running around trying to chase people. Yeah, somebody said true. Yeah, I can't. He going to be running around people and they're trying to do some work. So yeah, we still pumping to the upside on Facebook. And look, we're bouncing off of the signal line. Oh, we didn't even incorporate the moving averages in here. You see how the 20 moving average it started to curl up? Boom. We're still under the 200 though. You said Brownie might want to start looking at Bark stock. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. So now let's watch this. You don't fight the trend, you go with it. So what I'm going to do right now is, here we go. Let's throw some money in to a quick call. Here we go. Nope. Then it won't let me fill it yet. I'm looking at a call. I'll put it on the watch list on the Discord so you can see. But I would be in this one for like a quick second. I'll put this one on the watch list. Remember, what happens though is some people will miss the lesson that I'm trying to give. So, all right, there we go. And I try to make it as crystal clear as possible. Giving a lesson on live. High risk. Okay. So now she just straight up on a Zoom crazy rocket. All right. So I posted it to the watch list, the one that I'm looking at right now. For the call. Let's see her burst. It looked like we're about to burst through this line. Straight up. You said you got a lot of grief yesterday on Webull. I was telling people you was trading just MACD side. Dude said he was crazy. I'm telling you, listen, when you listen to the signs like this, like, for example, those of you who've been watching, we were listening to the signs and we saw that 40 go up 9%, and then we seen the MACD cross. That would tell you, okay, it's okay to jump out, right? That would tell you that. That would tell you it's okay to jump out here. And then you would have jumped out and then you could have rolled the wave up. But I decided to hold to make a point. Okay, so now I'm starting to see this weakness up here. After all of this strength, though, and you see how the 20 moving average, this blue line, is looking like it's about to cross the 50. So now at this point, too, this is the next point where we're at a resistance. We're likely to burst through the resistance, right? But it could potentially be a peak. So now I'm going to buy 2 more of those Facebook. Let's see. I want to buy 2 more of the puts to show you an again example of averaging down. However, look at this. Look at the chart. You see how you see these green volume candles, just straight green, 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 green. This is not giving me a sign to buy, to average down. It's not giving me a sign to average down, right? But I could. And let's see. Let me go back to that call that I was just showing you on the watch list. It's at 725. 740 now. Yeah, Facebook is pumping, baby. All right, let's see. So now I'm going to see what's going on with her. 735. I'm going to buy the call. I'm playing her up and I'm playing her down. I'll buy 2. If I get a signal, you see this moving average crossing right here? This is another positive sign. I would rather and prefer it to be a top and for it to come down. But again, if the people who are buying this, if the people who are loading up on this, they just, hey, it is what it is, and they're going to let it pump, then she going to pump, and it is what it is. You can't do nothing about that. You never cry over any kind of spilled milk. So here we go. All right. I'm picking up 2. Let's give it a shot. I want to get in low. Let's see what can happen. We're hitting a lot of selling pressure. And now she's starting to pump. Yep. Look at that. Jeez Louise, man. Eight. It's now at 8. Yo, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Rocket. A rocket. You said, should have sat this one out. You paying tuition today? You appreciate the lesson? Again, this is a lesson. This is a lesson. This is what I told you. Remember, this one, we could have let her go. But I told you that. I told you when. We could have let her go when we saw this MACD cross down here. And we would have been up 9%. But I told you, I'm going to hold on and show you basically what happens and how you could average down. But for now, I'm just going to let it rock. And notice, I showed you another sign too. This MA crossover right here, this 20 crossover to 50, that was another sign of a rocket. And look what happened. Rocket. Green rocket. So as it stands right now, I have 2 contracts of the Facebook put, and it's down 60. It's down 60. Let's see where we end up. Would you suggest having 25K to be able to day trade? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It would have been definitely nice to be in a call too, though, at the same time, like running like a straddle. Here we go. Facebook. I'm telling you, man. Look at that. This is such a, Facebook is also such a, excuse me. You should ask homie. Louisiana is in the building. He said, when do you buy it? At the money, out of the money, or in the money? For somebody who's very far out. So with that in mind, yo, hold up. Facebook, it all depends on your risk. Like, what kind of risk are you trying to take? That's really what it comes down to. That's really, really what it comes down to. What kind of risk are you willing to take? Thank you, family. I appreciate you. Saying bless you. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all, man. Look, y'all got so much manners. I'm telling you. Okay. So yeah, with Facebook doing what it's doing with the moving average crossing, right? We saw that was another bullish indicator. And what am I doing? I'm still just sitting in a put. And what is it doing? Going into oblivion. Why? Because on purpose, I'm ignoring all of the signs. On purpose, I'm ignoring all of the signs. So we got it come over here, MACD crossed. I ignored it. I stayed in my put. We got the resistance level. It broke it. I ignored it. I'm staying in my put, right? I'm doing this as a lesson. We got the moving average, the 20, crossover, the 50, staying in my put, using it as a, right? You see what I'm saying? All of these signs. Now we have our final short-term indicator, and we are at the 200 moving average. And it's showing some resistance up here at the 200 moving average. Some resistance. Okay, so let me go check on that put again. So let's see. This will be our final signal that we on a straight up rocket. Like, I mean, up rocket. This 200 moving average. This 200 period average. You say you learned, you were up 400 and now you down 200. Again, listen to the charts, not your hearts. And I'm literally sacrificing my money by listening to or actually going against exactly what I'm seeing and showing you. You see what I'm saying? I see the MACD cross. I say, okay, fine, I'm going to stay. Right? I see the MA, the moving average cross. Okay, yeah, look, fine, I'm going to stay. Right? The next signal would be, first of all, we got to confirm above this up here. That would be one signal. And then another signal would be if we pass this 200 moving period, then that would be crazy on a rocket up. Yep. And you know what's funny too? These type of plays, they force me to be on live for like hours. Michael said, you say you get at calling plays but bad at getting out. You got to listen to the charts always. Listen to the charts. Always, always, always. Not your heart. Listen to the charts. You said those are moving averages? Yes, simple moving averages. Right here. Simple moving averages. This blue one is the 20, and then this orange one is the 50. When you see the 20 go over the 50, then this is a sign of it running up. Another one, right? Another sign, which I'm totally ignoring them all. Totally ignoring every single one of them so you get to see what can happen. We're still under the 200 period moving average. Is this considered day trading? Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Tesla is running. Is Facebook good long term? Absolutely. You said, thanks for the teaching. You're learning from me. Appreciate you. I appreciate you for that. Oh, you said the MACD is getting ready for a potential cross under? It is. However, remember, we are on the 1 minute chart, meaning when you trade using the one, then you expect it to only last for a few minutes, right? But we ignored all of those signs and rolled it up, because what happens a lot of the time is, because what I've noticed is this: we learn a lot when we win, but where we really where the true lessons come from is where you are down on a play and then you don't know what to do. You don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to cut out of a loss. You don't know how to average down. You don't know how to average out. So then I'm doing that for you to show you what I would do. Appreciate the hard work and teaching, showing the ropes. Come on now. I appreciate you. Okay, so now what we have here is a double top, one top, two top, right here, double top. We are still trading under the 200 moving average, right? So we're on the 1 minute time frame. When you trade on the 1 minute moving average, you expect to be in a play for very, very, very short durations of time, right? You could always make that up doing other plays, of course, of course. So you expect to be in short periods of time. I mean, if you get into a put like we did, where you get in here on the 1 minute and then it drops down, and then you start to see the MACD cross over, you let her go, right? Straight up, let her go. And then that would have got us that 9% quick, and then we could have rolled this wave up. That would have been more fun to do, obviously. It's not fun to be down on a play, but I feel like the lesson is important. Now, let's look at this. We got a straight, strong uptrend. Very, very strong uptrend. So then I might flip. I might flip it. And let's go back again. I showed on the watch list which call I was looking at. Let's say I was to get into it. That's the one. So now Facebook is just showing wild strength. So let me see if I could just make some of this money back quick. Playing it the other way. Because now we're starting to confirm above the line. See if I could get in. Now that we got the confirmation above the line. Can I get in? Two-way call. All right, let's see. You said the lesson is priceless. It's not priceless for me. It's costing me money, but it's worth it for me. It's not priceless for me. Just know, but it's worth it for me. It's worth it for me to show you. I tell you that though. It's definitely literally like imagine you do technical analysis and you see all of the signs, all of them, and you just ignore them. And this is what happens to me when I see people like in a play and then they're wondering whether or not they should, whether or not, yo, you think I should hold this? You think I should have sold this? Like what? So then I say, what did the technicals tell you? You see? What did the technicals tell you? But again, I'm ignoring every single sign. And what is the next sign? This 200 period moving average, family? Come on. Come on. Look at this. So you appreciate that? I ignored the 20 moving average crossing over. I ignored it. I said, look, I'm going to ignore it. I ignored the MACD crossover all the way over here. Okay. So now here we go with our sign of, it looks like we're about to pop over the 200 moving average, which is a crazy bullish indicator. Crazy bullish indicator. And let's see. Can you look at charge point? I could, but it don't. You said when is the technical course coming out? That one's coming out in when? About let me see. That one is coming out about, I'm trying to have it out within the first part of it, within like definitely in February soon. Right, we're in the beginning of February, so like February, mid-February-ish. I'm almost done with the sell and put options class. Almost done. So look at this. We're finding some resistance at the 200 period moving average. Finding some resistance there, but we could easily pop up above it. very easily. But if it falls down, then this will be a sign to average down again on the put. This is what I'm showing you today. But again, ignoring every single sign to get out. Ignore them. And sometimes you don't ignore them on purpose because you didn't know the sign was there, right? Because you weren't even looking at the charts. You were just trading and then you ignored the signs, right? So check this out. We just talked about how this 200 was going to be a line of resistance. And look, it is a sign of resistance. But what if it breaks past it? This would be another sign, right, to get out. But so often we ignore all of these signs. Like, look at this. If it bursts past it again, I'm going to ignore it again. Remember, this is losing me money to ignore these signs. This is losing me money ignoring these signs. But it is what it is. You said it's one of the best live streams. I got you, family. I got you. It's costing me, but I got you. He said buy AMC holders lodging up at 550. I'm not sure what you mean by that, big dog. But again, notice this. We were talking about this red line even yesterday and how the 200 moving average is going to be a resistance, like just in general. And look, it was again. However, we got some support just right under here, and we're over here. So this is easy. This could easily burst past this. We would love for it to come down, but it's all about. I think it's very valuable to teach you. Very, very valuable. So I see D King and Boo says it's costing you too. I gotta show you the truth. I gotta just keep it real with you all of the time. Even if it's gonna cost me some money, I think it's worth it. Now I'm down 60%. And now she's coming down. But notice I'm not. I gotta sneeze again. Hold up. Ooh, excuse me. I wonder what's going on with AMC. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. So now you said get out, get out. No, I'm not gonna get out. I'm gonna be stubborn and lose money on this so far and ride this wave all the way back up just to show you how people trade when they are not paying attention to the chart. Straight up. So should we be buying Facebook calls? Facebook calls was over here. Facebook calls was over here. Right? Facebook calls was over here. But I'm riding the wave in the wrong direction. Thank you. Appreciate you for that. I'm riding the wave up here in the wrong direction for the love. I appreciate y'all. OG, shout out to you, family. Shout out to you. You said paying tuition. Gracias. All winners today. Valuable lesson. I got you. Straight up. Straight up. Road. And I'm telling you this. If you don't believe me, go forward back in the video. And I told you, oh, look, the MACD is crossing. We could get out. But I'm going to ignore it and hold. Right? Ignored it and held. And look at that. Just to show you what's going on. Because somebody said, who said AMC? There's a lot of information to be had in wins. But I want to show you, when you end up down 60%, something like that, what do you do? What are you doing? Somebody said, send some money he's paying to teach us. I am. And look, like I said, we're finding support right here, so close to the 200 moving average. It's very likely that we could burst past it. Is it time to average down on the puts? Not yet. The technicals aren't telling me to do that. I appreciate you for that too. Say good looking on lessons. I got you. And look at this. Another sign. This consolidation right here under this 200 moving average, so close, family. Look at that. Bow. This thing is going to burst up even past it. Right now, I currently have two of these puts, two of them. So I'm not like gonna break the bank or go broke or anything like that. But I am willing to just show you how I would play like this thing coming down, so you can see every sign that you ignore. So remember this. This is the overall lesson, right? When you are trading on, let's call it the 1 minute chart. So family, headphones in the chat. When you are trading on the 1 minute chart, like I'm looking at right now, we got into a put right here. It went down, went down, went down, went down. Got up 9%, $45. You got to learn to take that. You got to learn to take that. Then we noticed the MACD started to curl up, right? We noticed the MACD started to curl up. This is telling you if it crosses, this is time to get into a call and then ride it for a little bit. Right? We ride the wave for a little. And sometimes you'll get in and then it'll go crazy like it's going right now. And then you get another confirmation to get you to stay in that call. But no. I ignored this one just to teach you a lesson. I'm paying to teach you this lesson. To get out at 9%. You got to learn to take it. 10% 10 times is 100%. I ignored it. MACD crosses. I ignored it. Keeps going, keeps going. We get the 20 crossover to 50 on a moving average. And shout out to y'all putting the headphones in the chat. This is another sign. If you were in a put, when you down 30% or whatever right here, it's a sign to get out. Or if you're in a call, it's a sign to stay in that call. Right? Okay, we get over here. We are fighting with this 200 moving average, this red one. This is no, even before that, this blue line right here, this was the resistance on the day. It broke past the resistance on the day. The last leg of resistance on Facebook is this 200 moving average, which is the red. This 200 moving average right here. That's the last leg on this short-term uptrend that this thing has. If it bursts past this, we on a rocket on a technical standpoint. Unless the large institutions, the only thing that would change this technicals is if the institutions have sell orders set right here above the 200 moving average. That's the only way, right? Other than that, this will be a technical rocket ship, right? Straight up. You said $1 million worth of game, free of charge, right? And you know what's funny, family? They say there's no such thing as a free lunch. I'm paying to teach you this lesson. I'm paying to teach you this lesson right here. It's costing me. And you said don't ever try to make up losses the very next day. It'll make you long. Oh, yeah. So then let's say that you are going down real bad, right? I'm down 60%. And again, on purpose to show you. Now, I don't want to be down like this, right? But I decided to ignore all of the signals just to show you a lesson, because I think there's a lot of messages in this kind of a bottle, right? So then you ask yourself, all right, man, I'm down 60%. Do I hold this overnight? You go and you look at your option and you go and look at Theta. Now, if Theta is high, so where we at? Facebook, we're looking at puts. We look at Theta. If Theta is high compared to the option that you have, right? If Theta is high, it'll totally wipe you out tomorrow. So then what you have to do is basically say, okay, no, I can't hold this, because let's say that your option, you paid $100 for it. And let's say Theta is $50 or Theta is 0.5. You're going to have to pay half of that, 50% of that. And then boom, just in time decay alone, right? So then you would say, yeah, I couldn't hold this one overnight, right? You see what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go back. So now, in a very, very, very short term, we have a slight downtrend, ever so slight. The slope is basically nothing, right? Slope is basically absolutely nothing. On the downside, we've been finding extreme resistance at this 200 moving average. You said, Michael says, I've been in this situation many, many, many times. It's like getting smacked around in the dark. He said, you just turned on the light to this situation. And he says, easier to fight back now. I got you, family. I'm telling you this. I got you. Do you use your moving averages with extended hours turned off? You said, I found it makes a difference, which is better. So to be honest with you, no, I have not. I personally have left them, but I'm glad that you brought that up so everybody can pay attention to see that. That's important. Appreciate you for that. So here we go again. Look at this. You see this? Our last line of defense. When you don't understand the technicals, what happens is you will ignore all of these lines of defense like I'm doing on purpose. And then guess what? You would just be in the wrong, and then you would have no way ever to come back, right? So I want you to just really pay attention to the technicals and trade with the chart and not with your heart. How do you have your moving averages set up? That's a great question. So check this out. We have basically the 200 is my red. I have my 50 moving averages. These are the simple moving averages, right? And then we have the 50 and the 20 is the blue. The 20 is the blue. So if the 3 moving average cross straight rockets, so yeah, that's another sign. So you see this 20 right here, the blue, it crossed up and we're like, okay, yeah, rockets, right? Rockets. I'm telling you, yes, he said a loss, yeah, you turn every L into a lesson. Now remember, we looking at this again. You see this? There's a buying wall right here, a buying wall right under the 200 moving average, which makes it more likely than that it could even burst through it. He said, Keenan, can you explain theta time decay? Get it? When you look at an option, you look at theta, and then you multiply it. You move the decimal point over twice. 1, 2, right? So let's say we look at the 245 put. You have to pay $690 for it right now, right? But this thing would lose basically $300, $365 just in one day per every single contract. So that when you ask yourself, do you want to hold this overnight? The answer generally is no, 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 no. So look, family, we broke past just ever so slightly our last line of defense, which was the 200 moving average. It's finding resistance there, but we did break over it, right? This is the last line of defense. This is the, okay, should I sell out of this or not? This is the, you get out of this if you want to have $1 left. If you want to have $1 left, right? That's telling you that. But I'm holding and I'm ignoring it. I'm going to ignore it because I'm trying to show you what's going on. Now, I see that we're starting to have, again, resistance here. But on the very, very, very short term, you can see an uptrend forming. You would hope if you're trying to like literally ride the put out and you need to put to work, right? You could, but we have an uptrend. It might be hard for some of you to see. So let me try to change the color on it to gold or something, yellow, and make the line thicker. Look at this. Uptrend, 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 uptrend. And now we're in a little bit of a wedge right here in the corner, but towards the upside. Now we will hope for this short-term trend to break and stay under the 200 and then boom, go down. You said the lesson in losses previous was not finding Keenan earlier. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that. Some people are so caught up in their pride and all these other kind of things that they don't care about the education. They just care about showing you win. When you want to really think about it, when do we learn the most in life is when we lose. All of the reasons that I know what I'm telling you right now about these signs and these signals and everything that I'm seeing is because I've lost in the past and then I've learned from all of those things. So then I could see all of the things, all of the mistakes. You say, boom, okay. And like, for example, let's say we get on here tomorrow, Lotto Friday, right? We get on here tomorrow and then you see me jumping out 9%, take it. You see me jump out 5%, take it. You see me jump out 50%, I take it. How do I get to those points? How do I get like that? I get like that from just listening to the charts. And I see the MACD cross up. Okay, I'm on the 1 minute chart. That means I expect to be out of this thing in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, right? Even 1 minute. I take it. If I'm trading on the 5, then I take it. And look, even on the 5, the MACD crossed up. And then I ignore all of it to just show you what's going on. That's important. It's important to me that and now I'm down 70%. Look, ignoring all of the signs. I'm ignoring every one of them. Every one of them. He said, hey, Keenan, you don't need to lose money for us, bro. It's important to me because I built my entire platform on teaching you the game. Teaching you the game. You see what I'm saying? It's important to me. It's worth it to me. How do I get those charts? This is Weeble's desktop app. It's totally worth it to me to even lose some money to show you and be down 70% right now, which if I keep ignoring it, it could go to 80, it could go 90, it could go 100. It is what it is. It is what it is. You say you've been here before. You have been here before. Most people have been here before, but they like to forget about it and act like it's not happening rather than, keeping it 100 with everybody and saying, look, this is how you got here. This is how you got here. When you diamond hand the option, when all of the signs are telling you, don't do it. When you diamond hand the option, every sign was telling you, get out here, get out here, get out here. Look at how tight up we are getting on the 200 moving average. It's really battling with that. How do you get the moving average on the chart? I got you. You said I'm a real one. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that. This is how you do it. On Webull, you go to indicators, and then this is it right here. All of them will pop up. And then you click MA. MA. Straight up. That's right. You stand for something, you fall for anything. How do you get the 250? Okay, here we go. Right here. So we got, let's see, moving averages. You'll see this little symbol right here. My moving averages are clicked. This. And then you see this, you'll get like this little shape. I don't know if it's an octagon or a pentagon or whatever kind of gon it is, but you click it and then you go here. Moving averages is selected. You go to style and then you could throw some more in. Like right now, I'll throw in the 60 moving average. No. I'll throw in the 120. Boom. You see that orange line that popped up right there? That's the 120. I'll click it. It'll go away. Click, click, click. Come back. Go away. I'll throw in the 30. It's a blue line. See it pop up? This is how you add them in. I'll take away this red line right here. And you can adjust them to be any color that you want. And then you just click done. And then they're either there or they're not. You said, like I said, best video I've been watching since, come on now. You said, Apple keeps praying for me every day. He said, Thanksgiving. Thanks, Keenan. He said, love this family. He said, lose so I can learn and train to win. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm telling you that. Much love, family. Much love. He said, Keenan, do you ever use the fib indicator? I do. Fibonacci, yep. Just holding shares. This is the first time I ever applied your chart teachings and made my first 10% gain. Right? 10% more. And keep doing that. You're going to have 100%. That's right. He's like, how to change the colors on the MACD indicator? Great question. Here we go. So notice, look, we still struggling with that 200. What is this telling us? This is, you know who's watching this 200 moving average, family? The big dogs, the institutions. They're watching this. They're watching this just right here. And they have these limit orders set to sell. And they're making money here in this little channel. Playing it up, playing it down. So here we go. How do you set let's start this over. So let's get all of these indicators up out of here, right? Boom, MACD, RSI, gone, right? Notice this is where our 200 period moving average is right here. So, okay, let's get the MACD back. First of all, let's get the RSI back. RSI, I click RSI, boom. it'll pop up. It'll have to load in. Here we go. And then I click the MACD right here. Both of my MACD, I want them in reverse though. Let me click them in a different order. MACD and then RSI. I have them both clicked. Right? Now, how do I change the indicator on the MACD? So hold up. Here are my indicators right here. Boom. Hold up. Let me get my moving averages back so we can see when it finally bursts through our final line of defense, which is this red one, which is really chipping away at it. It's really, really chipping away at it. So here we go. Moving average indicator. Here we go. So now what I'll do is I'll scroll and where are we? I'm looking for, there we go, MACD right here. So look, that moving average thing right here, I clicked it. It pops up, my moving average. I scroll, and then I see my checked thing, which is my MACD. As soon as I click it, it'll upload in right here. I got my 12, 26, and my 9. You can look at the colors. My MACD line is blue, and my signal line is orange. Yours might be in reverse, but just check. But yeah, we are really struggling with this line. All right, you say you're really thinking of leaving your 9 to 5 to focus on trading. And again, if you really learn to listen to the charts and not your hearts, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Now, I will say this though, what's frustrating though sometimes when you do stuff like this, when you're trying to educate and teach, then people miss the overall lesson. And the overall lesson in this case is, how do you get down 90%, 50%, 100%? How do you get down like that, right? So then that's what today is about. Right now I'm down 67%. Why? Because I ignored every signal, every one of them. Every one of them. I said, no, ignoring it. And I put in, let's see, I put in 800. Let me show you where I am right now. I put in 800 and now it's down. This is where you get ignoring all of the signs. So I had it. I played it on the minute chart. It went up 9%, 10% just about. I saw all of the signs of it crossing over. I ignore it. Ignore it. And I'm down 68%. But remember, I'm still not even in my feelings about it because it's just a trade and it's a lesson. MACD crossed here, sign to get in a call. We seen the moving average cross big time and then diverge, a sign to cross or to stay in a call. But we just chill. You say you down 50% on everything. Now, again, I want you to understand. Have you been looking at, first of all, I hope your entire portfolio is not down 50%. Your portfolio should never be able to go down 50%, ever. Your portfolio needs to be spread out in such a way that it can't take you down 50%. So, for example, your options, we said no more than 5% of your portfolio options. No more. No more. You got to be, you see what I'm saying? You got to be conservative with that. So then you can handle the heat and be okay. You say, I know you're teaching us, but don't lose too much. We'll be all right, family. You worth it to me. You're worth it to me. And I also want to show you, like, when you get into a panic, you will definitely lose. You would definitely lose. Notice how I'm not panicking. If we were to lose, it is what it is. Don't panic. When you panic, you lose big time. Okay, so now up here, this is what I can do. My MACD crossed over on the 1 minute a little bit. Let's see. We got the 5 minute looking like it wants to cross. It's curling down somewhat. I'm going to buy 2 more of these. I'm going to average down. So actually, since it's so cheap, I'll buy 4 more of these at the current price. Let me just double check. I want confirmation, though, of it breaking under this support. That's really what I want, right? But, okay, we got a little bit. Notice, though, here we go. This little breakthrough is not confirmation. It's not confirmation. You need a few candles to get confirmation, right? But I'll buy, let's call it 4 of these at this cheaper price than I bought it before. What is that? 500. I actually put in. I'll get 6 more of them, so I could double my original investment in this play. Remember, but I told you this is not confirmation. You need multiple candles down here for confirmation of your trend. So I'm going to buy 6, and I'm going to have. I put in 800 the first time. Now I'm going to buy a few more, so I have averaged down. So I always tell you, like, yo, if I did 3 strikes, this would be my second strike. Boom. Right? So now I'm down 30%. Second strike. Live lesson. Very high risk. I'm writing this on the stocks of the week. Don't play. Oh man, this thing is, what is it doing? Don't play this. I didn't mean to paste that randomly. Okay. So I bought more. I didn't go all in at once. Now I'm down 28%. Now I'm down 28%. I bought more. Remember, I bought 800 the first time. My second strike, I bought this. So I'm averaging down in it, but I'm in no rush, and I'm going slowly. Before, notice I was down about 500 or so, 560. Now I'm down 480. But this is only my second strike. I'm not going to panic. I'm never going to go all in at once. I play it cool, calm, collected. Now, I don't plan on losing the whole 1,600. Now that I am more invested into it, I have to be more ready to get out, right? You said, Keenan, you're good. Most people don't show when they're down. Oh, yeah, this one is all about that. Today is all about that. All about learning how to handle being down. How to handle being down. Because anybody could get up and show that. But I want to show you how to handle when it's not going in your favor. That's important to me. But again, like I just said, since I am now in it with double what I put in at first, remember, I say I'm willing to do 3 different strikes, right? I'm willing to do 3 different strikes. I just did my second one. And now I'm down 28% or so. And now, since I put more money in, I got to be more risk adverse and more willing to cut out than I was on my just first strike, right? Your first strike, you could like really kind of hold, but your second strike, now that you got more money in, you don't want to go to 0 on that. So you got to be more risk adverse. However, I'm willing to keep walking you through this lesson, right? I'm willing to keep walking you through on this lesson. So then our last line of defense, which was pretty much this 200 moving average, this red one, so far, it's okay. It's being respected. 1, 2, 3, 4 different rejections. So we almost got a confirmation under here, but we didn't yet. You said important to learn how to handle down. That's right. So this is the realest mother, father, sister, brother on YouTube. Come on now. How did I get the yellow, red, and blue lines? This is the moving average. This. You click indicators. and then you click MA, moving average. Moving average. So let's see what we got. Facebook. You say you love how I keep it real? I will always keep it real because it's about education. I want you to learn how to handle being down, what to do. What to do when you're down. How to handle that. So if you're watching this from the beginning, you'll know that I ignored every sign and rode the wave all the way up. Why? When you don't understand the technicals, you are ignoring signs that you don't even know exist. You are ignoring signs that you don't even know exist. My guy Hayes said if we all send $2, you get your money back. Yo, my dog. Yo, Hayes. Real as it gets. Real as it gets. My dog. All right, can all stocks be played with the 50 to 200 and the... Listen, yes, all of these things are indicators, right? And you just listen to them and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Now, on a serious note, there's no reason for me to even be down this. Why? Because when I noticed when I was up 9% and then I saw that MACD do that little cross, I say, oh, 9% is all I could get out of this play. I'll let it go. Nope. What do? I say, you know what? I'm going to hold on to this because I see that there's going to be more value in being way down on a play and then showing you how I handled it. I was just down 70% and now I'm down 28%. Oh, yeah. What is this? Your zoo home? Appreciate you, family. Just know that. Am I still in the 2 calls? Yes. Yep. You said live with the lag, managing. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I must have forgot about that. And notice too, one thing that I didn't talk about today, because I try to like not overwhelm you with information, is the what was it? I forget what I said. The stop losses. Never forget about that. You said, wow, was just down 65%, bought 4 more, now you down 9%. It works. I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? I'm glad you said that about the call. I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot. All right. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for showing love, man. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Where my Don DeMarco button at? This is what it really means to be family, man. Where my button at? Shout out to the whole family. That's love. That's love. I'm telling you. Much love. I appreciate y'all. Just know. You said Keenan here for the people. You said I'm with Hayes. Cheaper than, come on now, Denise, yo, y'all the family, man. The family is real. Family is so real. I got you. All right, let's see. Let me zoom back in. I appreciate y'all for the love. Thank you for the lesson. Come on now. Y'all going crazy. Y'all going crazy. And you don't have to. You definitely don't have to. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. It for real. It means a lot. It means a lot to me that you learn. To drop your average. Did you buy more? Yes. Yes. I did. I did. It's too. Yo, come on now. I'm getting y'all going nuts. I'm giving you another Don DeMarco. Yo, come on now. That's real. That's real. Come on now. Much love. Yo, I don't even know what to say. But here we go. So now on the 1 minute, we got two signals, two opposing signals. You ready? Our first opposing signal. There are two towards the upside and one towards the downside. The first signal towards the upside is we broke back over the the resistance. We broke back over this resistance. That's our signal up. Now let's read the signals. Oh, there's two signals up and one signal down. One signal up. MACD on the minute chart crossing over. And we broke the resistance. Two signals up. And then the one signal down is this one. The moving average crossing over on the 50. The blue crossing over here. So, two up and one down. Yo, I'm telling y'all showing me crazy love right now. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I don't even know what to say at this point. Because what this is telling me is you value what I'm doing right now and what I'm doing right here. You value the education that I'm putting out. And that means a lot to me. Because it would cost me money to do it. And you don't have to do this. But you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate taking the time of your day to teach us. I got you. I always want you to learn. That's really what it's all about. I always want you to learn. And if it has to cost me, you know what I'm saying, some money, it is what it is. It is what it is. Always. Dag, y'all going bananas right now. It's crazy. And again, I do want you to just see that when you see just trade with the charts, baby. Trade with the charts, not with your hearts. Always keep it real. Always keep it raw. You know what I'm saying? Go at it with what you know. And then when you don't know enough, go and learn some more. You said, could have used a demo feature for this example. Oh, so I could have used a fake paper trading kind of thing, but there's something about actually having money in a play that just feel different than a paper trade. And I don't got nothing against paper trades. Jeremy, I appreciate you. Let me see. Kashif, appreciate you. Tamir, I love it. Detroit Made, AJ Electrical, CAW 2525. Sathya, if I say your name incorrectly, it's no disrespect. You know it's love. We got BordyX Presents, Kenny. We got SB. Come on now. We got LaChance, YR, Late. We got Bad Bill, Smoking Q, Kenneth. Come on now. Raves Are Us, King. I appreciate y'all for the love, baby. My guy Hayes, Sanders, Smoke Rock. Come on. Daryl, Miguel, the family. I'm telling you. Bars Up, Black Pac. We got Todd Bailey. First Amendment Reviews, Jarius. Yo, come on now. Lynn Law, Donnie, Denise. We got Imperial Shay. We got Muttmans, India Wells. We got Majodi. Come on now. Love, David. Hayes, I'm telling you, yo, come on now. It's love, baby. It's love. Daryl, Lex. Michael Allen. Mika. If I'm saying your name incorrectly, again, it's no disrespect. I just want y'all to know that it's always, let's ride. Nakisha. We got Sean. Come on now. You said Facebook, VG Wiz. Yeah, they still got the high price targets. It's a banger company. My guy D Lee. Come on now. Quentin. Yo, we in the building. Rick Gaines. Nah, I ain't forget him. Got you. Debbie. Yo, I'm telling you right now. The family is strong. Family is strong. Al, Vincent. It's real. It's real. Come on. Let's keep it going. Let's look at this. Our last line of defense, it held up a bit. It held up well. It held up really well. So now with this thing downtrending just a little bit, just a bit. Let me just double check on the 5-minute what we have. Somewhat of a little bit of a bounce right here on the 5. Not so much of a cross just yet. So we're getting some retracement. We're getting some retracement. Yo, man, look, come on now. I tell y'all this, y'all going crazy right now. Crazy. So we love you, family. I love you too, man. Stephen, much love. Yashi77, you say deserve all the love, bro. Appreciate you for that. Baby Dial, love. Yassar, my guy, much love. Blessings. Dwayne. I'm telling you right now. And if you implement what I've been telling you in this video, when you see the signs, what I want you to do is don't ignore them. Go with them. Don't ignore it. Don't trade against the trend. If you trading with the MACD and it tells you you can only get 9% on a play, then you get 9% on a play. If it tells you go up 50, then you get the 50. You understand me? You got to listen to the charts always. Just listen to them. Tarzan, love, baby, love. Listen to them charts, baby. So here we go. Yeah, and here we go. I'm out of that call. By the way, I'm getting out of that call because I'm not paying attention to it. I'm going to the put though. The put that we're watching, that we've been watching. This one that I'm down, still 20% on, 28%. Let's keep watching it. So here we go. I already did my second strike right now. And I'm looking to see what's going on the charts. Nakisha Ryan, love. He said God's going to pour back 100,000 times. Let's go. Appreciate you. Nakisha, you really keeping the lights on in here. Jeez. Let's go. You say you see tears coming? Come on now. I'm trying to chill. Y'all trying to. I told you we gotta trade with our heart. I mean our chart. I can't even get it out. Come on now. Diamond in the rough. That's love, baby. That's love. So now I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna do my third strike. I'll do half of my third strike. So if my second strike was 4 at a similar price to right now, it was 8. I'll buy 4 more and average down again half of my third strike. So now I'm filled on half of my third strike. I still got a little bit left in the tank to finish my third strike out. And now I'm down 20%. Now I'm down 20%. I was down 70%, but I'm bringing my average down. But I'm doing it slowly. I'm not trading with emotions. Now I'm down 18%. And I only did half of my 17%. I only did half of my third strike. Only half. 16%. Trade with the charts, not with our hearts, baby. Now I'm down 16%. And again, what am I doing? I'm here to show you how if you get down real bad on a play, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? How do you handle it? I feel like there was a message in this bottle. So then I averaged half down. Let me go back so I can just continue this all on the stocks of the week. and lesson and averaging down out of the red as much as possible. Okay. Cool. So now let me get back to y'all so I can see you. Dwayne, joining the family. That's love. Bro, wish you found your page sooner. Said King Keenan. Come on now. Come on now. May soon. Thanks for the knowledge. That's real. And you know what? Love. That's love. Trent, shout out to you. Dwayne, Daniel, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate you. I really do. Okay, so now let's see. We're on the 1 minute. We see my MACD's on the low. Let me bring that MACD up higher because I want the RSI on the bottom. RSI and then MACD. Let me try that again. MACD and then RSI. Boom. All right. So we're looking at the 1. Let's go back to the 5 and let's see what we got. The 5 is not yet crossed over, but we see and we want it to cross over. You said, will you do a class for averaging down? All of it, family. All of it. Why didn't you do a put for February 4th instead? I swear I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it is the 4th, family. When you look at the charts. But however, remember, I told you I'm not holding this overnight. So look, 4th of February, 2022. They just have it in a different order when you read it. Right? The 4th of February, 2022. Not February 2022. Okay? So then, with that being said, let's take a look at what we have here. We still didn't cross over on the 5, but we did cross over on the 1 towards the... Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't. So I still got like 4 more of these that I could buy. 4 more contracts to totally play it all the way out. A class on time frames. Yeah, yep. All of it. All of it. You got to know how to come out more on top. Now, remember, I told you, I cannot hold this overnight. The sole fact is you'll get so beat up like, man, I'm down 20% or something like that. You try to hold it overnight. Theta, time decay, is going to eat into your option. It'll eat into your option. And we not having that. Especially with something so soon like Friday, which is like literally tomorrow. Time decay will destroy your option. If the volatility goes down, yes, you lose on the option as well. You said, this is everything. Thank you. Hey, are you still within 5% of your portfolio? Yes. Yes. And what is he talking about this? Options should not be more than 5% of your portfolio. So you can handle the heat. Val, I appreciate you. So here we go. On the 1 minute, we're going to start to see, and you see the selling pressure dying off a little bit. On the 1 minute, we're going to start to get a few green candles because we're about to get the MACD to cross over for a few minutes. We're going to get a few green. On the 5, it looks like we're trying to bounce off of the signal line towards the upside. Now, to be fair, though, on the day, Facebook is trading pretty flat. Trading pretty flat. Val said, we need a moving average in this class. I'm telling you, everything is coming. Franco, much love, family. Much love for that. So look, just like I said, you got that, and you're going to start to see look at that green candle. We start to see the MACD. You see the selling pressure drying up. MACD, pump up, right? I want you to really take your time with stuff like this and read and watch the videos so that you can see these charts and you can say, okay, I see exactly what's going on here. You say, KG, been missing because of work, finally catching a live. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, still looking at the signs. Still So overall, let's move our moving averages out of the way. Even though we need them, we see the MACD crossed over towards the upside, which is telling you again. And now, those of you who are watching this at home, what you should be able to start to see is, oh, I see what's going on, right? You got to be able to see. I see what's going on here. I see that the MACD is crossing. It's going to, especially when it's not overbought at the top and the RSI is down here, you see what's going on. Old support becomes new resistances. That's also a fact. That's a fact. Let's go. And look, here we go. Cross. And now let's see. On the 5, we should start to see it bounce. And look, you could kind of see it. It's hard to see. But instead of crossing, we bounced on the signal line. The signal line is our orange line. The MACD line is the blue one. It bounced on the 5 instead of crossing. We're getting some buying pressure. We were in this downtrend right here. Let's go to our extended line. We were in this downtrend, and then we kind of broke it. Let me move these moving averages. I know they got all of these different things on the. Here we go. And our next resistance is that 245 again. So yeah, right now I'm just chilling. I'm not in a panic. You never want to panic. Never. You say you still have a lot to learn, but you're learning, and I got you. Where do I get these suits from? Yeah, Express Men's, which is crazy because Express is one of those stocks that has been shorted into oblivion. Right? Shorted into oblivion. I don't even remember their ticker. Express. I don't even know if this is them, to be honest. I have not looked at their charts on Webull, so I think this is them, but I'm not sure. I don't know their ticker. You say you don't want to lose all? Learn the charts. You said tired? Yeah, I am tired. Let me see. Melicio Diaz says, all I'm learning is losing. If you're losing a lot, then remember, learn to read the charts. And then when you read the charts, you stick to whatever it's telling you, right? Like, for example, you see how I'm just perpetually staying on this 1 minute, right? If you're trading on the 1 minute, then you got to get out within increments of 1 minute, right? 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. If that's how you're trading, that's how you get out. Now, I've stayed in this one for like an hour or more, right? I stayed in this one for like an hour or more. And I just been straight up showing you when you diamond hand and ignore all of the signs, what happens and how to play it. So I averaged down a little bit. I got down to 16%. Let me see. I got down to 16% down, and I could have cut it again when I was down 16. Now I'm down even more because I'm just ignoring all of the signs and showing you when you don't know technical analysis or you don't know all of them, then you will ignore signs. And now I'm ignoring them on purpose. Like we talked about here, and I'm not taking action. I'm just being very passive where I got in, and then I'm just being passive and just watching it. So now let's get our moving averages back. Boom. So now we're going back up to retest that 200 moving average again. We broke past that that support from earlier, and now we're retesting that resistance one more time. Like Facebook wants to break that. Darlene Williams, much love. I appreciate you. He said, do you set your stop loss on your put options from 1600 to 400? I would set it at whatever I was willing to either be ready to get out of the play and win, or, and I appreciate you, Darlene. Shout out to you. Much love on that. What I'll be willing to get out of the play with, or what I would be willing to, excuse me, what I would be willing to win or lose with. And Yusef, you said it, or Yosef, if I'm saying name incorrectly, no disrespect, big dog. He said, I've been reading the charts for years, and sometimes the brokers will manipulate the market and the price will go against you. So yeah, you got to remember this too. The market, the technical analysis, what happens is this. It's indicators, not a crystal ball, they will call it, like a future teller, right? The reason you say that is because sometimes a news catalyst or someone somewhere will just decide to want to see more. Appreciate you for that love. They'll decide to just buy 1 billion shares of something, right? And then that would just destroy whatever technical setup you were looking at. So technicals are indicators. They're not definites. But if you trade with those rather than trading with your emotions, then that's how you end up being just fine. Because you'll win more often than you lose. And that's what's important. Okay, so now let's go back to the 5, see what we're getting. On the 5, we're still getting a bounce. Now we're starting to come down a bit. Just a little. Just a little. Let's see, because I to be honest with you, I don't want to be in this one all day. So at a certain point, I'll just say, all right, I'll let it go. Right? But for now, I'm just going to show you what's going on with it. Come on down, Facebook, please. How did I learn? A lot of practice, a lot of reading. A lot of practice and a lot of reading. And a lot of time. A lot of time. You put the time in, and then you'll see, and you'll learn, and you'll say, okay, this is how you know what I mean? Yeah. Credit spreads and all that type of stuff. Yep. In the future, technical analysis classes, I do plan on and hope to add those in. The next thing, though, that I'm going to work on is the review. And then also after that, I want to get into the review for the quiz that we just let out. That's funny. You said the channel trading with emotions. You said it took me a year to stop being emotional with the stocks. And a lot of losing. Yeah, get on Robinhood, if anything, family, if you want to learn how to like stop losses and all this other type of stuff. It's easier. It's easy. It's actually, I'm not gonna say it's easier. It's easy on Webull. You say you just closed your first put. You hype. Let's win. Let's win. I would hope. You know what's funny though? I would love to see something like this. Whoa. Right? But we ain't gonna get nothing crazy like that again. All right, Keenan might arguably be your best live stream. Mad respect. I appreciate you for that. $6 months for making a trading account. How do you sign up for the classes? The Discord link is in the chat. That's the options class. But as time goes on, we're going to make it soon in February. I'm going to add some technical analysis classes. Tuition ain't no joke. Come on down, baby. Come on down. So I could average down again because I got a little more for my third strike, and then I'll be good. Andre, if I'm saying your name incorrectly, no disrespect, message me on Patreon. I got you. You would love to do a Tesla option live? I wanted to yesterday. I actually was looking for it, but they was just crazy expensive. We keep getting lower lows. That's good. said, man, there's a lot of haters. You the best one, real talk. I appreciate you, family. I appreciate you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You can never please everybody. If you go to, I seen a video one time and they were talking about how if you go to videos on YouTube, for example, and then you start to see things like babies, like, you know what I'm saying? Babies laughing or something like that. And you'll see dislikes on them type of videos. And who would dislike something like that? You know, you don't have to like it, but you don't have to dislike it. Go out of your way and dislike it. But it is what it is. It comes with the territory. Whenever you get in front of a lot of people, then you're going to start to see people who just, you know what I'm saying? They just have a different opinion. All right, family, look. So I'm getting pretty tired of being in this one. I'm not letting her go yet. I told you I'm just going to be real stubborn and ignore all of the signs, all of the signs, all of the signs. I was down 70%. Now I'm down 15%. Right? Now I'm down 15%. If I keep on this trajectory, then we could win. But your boy been on this live for 2 hours, baby. Now, I know people generally like longer lives. So I'm just trying to show y'all some love. And I appreciate y'all for everything. I'll stay on here with y'all, though. I got you. But you can hear my voice is going. Hold up. Stay strong. Let's make this money. Oh, look at the 5 minute. We'll do. We'll do. Let's look at the 5. See if we... Come on, 5. You crossing or not? Are you crossing or not? Thank you. I got you. I got you. I may take my final average down. Maybe not final, but maybe final on this little retracement up. Right? Once you get a lot of red candles, you can retrace up. We see the MACD curling up. So we got it. You see what I'm saying? It happens. Okay. So now I'm going to do my absolute final average down. And this time I'll buy, let's call it, how many should I buy? Let's see. With it curling up like this, I don't want to get in just yet on an average down. I want to let that green do its thing and then potentially average down for the last time. Keenan, you truly a blessing. Thank you. I appreciate you, family. He said loosen the bow tie. Yeah, I had to unbuckle it real quick because you talking too much for too long, it starts to pull on you. You said Brownie must have went to sleep. Now I'm saying his name out loud. I'm sure he's listening. Average down was definitely the right move. Yeah. AutoZone dropped to 900. Can you do a class about charts? Yes, the class about charts, I'm trying to have that start out in February. You said so much info? That's right. I got you. Lower lows, baby. Riding that volatility. Thank you, my man. You said my 12-year-old daughter is now addicted to life-changing teaching. Yo, shout out to the youth. First of all, shout out to the youth because I'm telling you this. The youth, they got to run the world. And we got to make sure that we prepare them for everything. You see what I'm saying? We got to prepare them for the life, for the world, basically, to come. And I appreciate you for that. All right. Said thanks for putting us on scholarship. Come on now. KO was running. I have a feeling it's going to go up before the day is over. Could be wrong. Could be right. Could be wrong. Could be right. All right. So my very last buy of this, I'm going to buy 5 more at the current price of about 62. Oh, nope, they didn't let me in. No, did I get in? Trying to. Didn't fill. Maybe I could fill. All right, I filled. So I got my last, or what I want to be, because sometimes you got to extend a little more, but what I want to be my last average down, I just did. Because I'm working my way out. Okay. Let me copy this and post it. Third. All right. So I'm still down 15%. Thoughts on a bigger crash in March? Yeah. Watch my video before this one. It might be, I was kind of breaking up in that video, but I talked about how I expect it to happen. So I want you to just check that one out. Stacy said she knew nothing about options last year and now dedicated to learning them. Shout out to you, Stacy. Shout out to you. I believe in you, but I want you to know that. It might sound cheesy or whatever, but I want you to know that. So right now, where am I with this? I'm down 13%. Understand that I was down 70%. I was down 70%. So now I averaged down one more time. So my pot is bigger, but I'm now down 13%. So then the swings up or swings down are going to be even more like volatile in terms of how it moves. Now, I'm not willing to lose this much money. So then you got to play it even more defensively. But I've been playing defense this whole time to show you when you ride, like I got into a put, I rode it all the way up. Stubborn on purpose to show you what happens when you get into it and you go in the wrong way. And then you end up down 70%, right? Where was I? Down 70%. And now I'm down 12%. Didn't panic. Just working on bringing that average down. And just playing the charts. Now, you ask yourself, let's say that you're done trading for the day and you're down 12%, right? You could easily make back 12% in a when you're just playing the charts the right way rather than being stubborn, right? So if you catch yourself down 70% and then you get down 12, and let's say that you was totally done, you this close to turning a profit. Don't get greedy. Sometimes you take what you get and then you let it go, right? You say, yeah, 12% compared to my portfolio, this is nothing, right? Like you think to yourself where your risk tolerance is, and then you say, am I done playing this one today? And I'm going to hang it up and go to the gym, go for a walk, have a talk. You see what I'm saying? Right? Do something else. And then you take what you get. Right? Or you could just keep playing it if you got the time. Did I sell out of others that you were down? Are you talking about? No, I keep buying more of this put. The call, I let it go. The put, I'm in. That's the one that I'm showing you. That's the same exact one that I keep screenshotting right here. It just got down to this 12%. I was down 70%. Now I'm down 12. You said I need to learn from the beginning. Not technical analysis, but the other foundational analysis. Yes. So you're talking about this. From the very beginning, my people who are getting in for the very first time, what I want you to do is take a screenshot of this. Foundation needs to be most of your portfolio. VTI, VOO, right? They pay dividends. Technically, you could have it as a strong dividend stock. If that stock has been paying dividends consistently and they like a dividend aristocrat who've been doing it for 25 years, right? Then, okay, you can have that as a part of your foundation. Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, and Tesla, 20% all together. Add them up. It should be 20% of your portfolio. Swing trades, 10%. Options, 5%. Cash, 5%. All right. So look, now I'm down 10%. Now I'm down 10%. It's going in my direction. It's going my way. However, remember, could I cut out now, or do I need this to be positive? Or could I just say, yeah, I got down 10%. I was battling all the way from being down almost $600, 70%. I averaged my way down. Now I'm down 10%. Do I take it and go? You can take it and go and say, look, cut out at 10. I could take that kind of a hit. You see, I could take that kind of a hit and then go make 10% back tomorrow and the next day, or 20% or whatever, by playing it right. But you are being stubborn, not on purpose, out of ignorance. And this is no disrespect, out of ignorance of not knowing, when you don't understand that, okay, this is telling you to jump out. This is telling you to jump out. This is telling you to jump out. And then you just hold, because let's say you're not looking or anything like that, or so-and-so told you, oh yeah, run this play, run that play, right? Like, you got to know how to watch the charts and understand those kind of things. That's important. That's so important. And now I'm down 9%. So here's a lesson. Here's a lesson for you right now. I gave this lesson yesterday, but headphones in the chat. Now I'm down 9%. I battled my way down 70%, and I was down almost $600. Now I'm down a little bit, like $200. Here's a lesson. Let's say that you really are tired of battling this one, because what's today's lesson about? How to handle when it's going the wrong way, right? Let's say you down 9% now, like this is, and you say, look, I don't want to keep battling this. It's taking all day. You can put a stop loss on it. If you're in Webull, what you're going to do, I'm going to send you 2 screenshots and show you. Because to be fair, what I want for you is, I know many of you want to one day be able to quit your job and just trade, right? Quit your job and just straight up trade. You got to know how to read the signals. So look at this. When you're in Webull, and it might look complicated at first, if you're in an option, it says the order type, and it says limit. And then it'll tell you this green price right here. This is the bid, what people are willing to pay for your option. Excuse me. You could basically, and I'm on sell, right? So it would sell it for what people are willing to pay. I would change this order type to from limit. Did I change it at all? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I took the same screenshot twice, and then I didn't change it. So let me change it to stop. I change it to stop. Okay. So now let me send this to the computer so then you can just see. Okay, let me X out of this one because I don't need it anymore. So here we go. I guess I do need one of them. At first, you'll have your limit order. So I'll do before and after. So before will go on the left, and then after will go over here on the right. You'll see it, and it'll say limit right here. And then what you'll do is you'll click limit, and then you'll change it to say stop. Order type, stop. You want to click stop, and then you pick a number, and then it'll kick you out if it falls down to that number. Once the stop price is reached, your order will automatically be converted into a market order. So it'll convert to the market order at whatever price, right? So you change your limit, and you change it to a stop. And this will stop you from ever going down 70%, ever going down 80, 90% in the first place by putting a proper stop on it. So then let's say that you got down, like I was saying, the 9%, and then you was like, yeah, look, I'll take the 9% loss and just make it back tomorrow and come back fresh, right? Something like that. And then what you do is you just put a stop loss and put it a little bit around this area, around that 9% area, and then take it. Straight up. Hold up. My guy said, Keenan, he said, remember when I told you you would have been here since the 3-digit subs? Rami, if I'm saying your name incorrect, no disrespect, big dog. He said, still here. 500K times. Let's go. Let's win. Let's win. Look at headphones in the chat, baby. Headphones in the chat. Shout out to you from Australia. Shout out to Australia. Okay, now let's go back to the chart, see what happened while we weren't looking. So what happened while we weren't looking is we seen the MACD cross back over again on a 1 minute. Remember, short-term time frame, short-term trends, very short trends. Now we're on a short uptrend again. On a 5 minute, we crossed under just a tad. Notice though, I want you to understand this. Most professional traders are completely done trading by 11:30. Volatility like slows down generally on most plays at that time. They slow down like tremendously at that time. Now, Facebook, kind of decent volatility, decent-ish. Here to learn and get rich. Let's go. Okay, so you had your stop set at 14 and it sold at 11. Sometimes if something is crashing down like a rock, then it'll sell it at a market order, right? And the market might have been selling it at 11. But your trigger just happened at 14. So it triggered it and said, oh, market order. But then by the time the market it opened up for the sell to happen, then it was 11. But notice it didn't go down too crazy. And remember, one of my fundamental things I always say is get in, get up, and get out. Straight up. When is the best time to enter a stop? So if you're playing the momentum, right? Like on the MACD, that means you're playing momentum. And you jump on the train. So let's zoom out. Let's zoom out a bit. I will say, when I look away from the charts, obviously I don't plan on averaging down no more. I could, but I don't want to. So here we go. When you look away from the charts, and here we go, MACD is back. You're playing the momentum. Let's say you're playing this upswing. You get into a call. If you're using the minute chart and you're trying to ride that quick wave up, that means you plan to get out in the next few minutes, right? Because the 1 minute chart is quick, very quick. It's not supposed to happen for a while, right? It doesn't go like that for a long time. So then what you got to imagine is this. If you're trying to ride, let's say this wave down here, because it already happened. This will be easy to see. You get on here. You didn't get on at the top, but you don't get off on the bottom either. You ride the wave. Let's say it's going your way, going your way, going your way. Then you put a stop loss. For example, let's go back to those two pictures. Right here. Hypothetically speaking, let me see if you can see what I can see exactly. No, you can't. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that when you bought an option and you're riding the momentum up, like I was just saying, right here, upward momentum, MACD crossed over, and you got in at 133, or let's say you got in at 127, and you riding the wave up. You put a stop loss, for example, on 133. So then if it crashes down, it'll start to trigger around this 133, and then that'll kick you out, right? But at least you get kicked out on a win. You get kicked out on a win. That's what's important. Kicked out on a win. You said you learned that get in and get up and get out holds a lot of truth. It does. It's important. Hey, Keenan, just wanted to stop and say thank you for teaching me this past year. Me and Stock Mo really been helping you get into investing. I got you, family. Much love. Appreciate you. So now, I think I've been on this live for 2 whole hours. 2 whole hours. But again, I know people generally do like the longer live stream. That's why a lot of live streamers be like on all day, right? They say you can't teach old dog new tricks. Right. And you know what? Some of those dogs, they'll buck. They'll try to bite you. You teach them a new trick. Straight up. Any recommendations? Join the options class. On investing in general though, or options. So I love y'all. Appreciate you, man. That's love. That's love. Could we get this video over 2,000 likes? We are very close. We are very, very close. Look at that though. Jeez. You said YouTube was invented for the real ones like you. I love it. The best kind of stop loss, in my opinion, is the trailing stop loss. But to my knowledge, it doesn't let me do that on Webull. You said old dog trying to learn. So much easier to understand to watch it in live action versus, come on now. That's right. You said you done burnt out all the data on your phone? Come on now. That's funny. Okay. So yeah, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? No more averaging down? No, I'm done averaging down. I brought my average down from, it was all the way up 60. I was up almost, I was down almost $600. I showed you how to average down when it's not going your way through being stubborn, right? Sometimes you'll get stubborn, and that's what I was trying to show an example of. Brought it down into 200s, and I was down 9%. And then, what did we notice? We noticed the MACD starting to cross up again. And then I said, you know what? Let's be stubborn. Let's still be stubborn. Keenan, you are doing an amazing job at teaching. And I don't mean less as in you. I mean less as in I'm willing to let some money go so then you can learn. You said every time you make 3,000 on your puts and calls, you buying Google. I love it. Can I explain a trailing stop loss? Yes. So a regular stop loss, like I had right here, or like I showed for an example right here, it would just totally stop me out. Like, let's say you bought it at 127 and then you put your stop loss for 133. So if it dropped down to 133, then it will kick you out, right? A trailing stop loss, which is different, you can do this on the stocks, is you can set it to either dollar amounts or you can set it to percentages. So if it falls, let's call it $5 or even 5%, you can set it to whatever, then it'll kick you out after that kind of a drop. So let's say you buy at 127, you put your stop loss at 133. That's just a regular stop. If you put a trailing stop, let's say that you buy it at 127, or let's call it 120. Let's do round numbers. You put your stop loss at 130 or so, whatever percent that is, who knows? Let's say it's 5%, right? You put your stop loss at 5%, your trailing stop loss, and then it'll follow it up. It'll follow it up. So then if it goes to 200, right, from where it's at now, 133, it goes to 200. It's not going to stop you out at 133. It would stop you out closer to a 5% drop from that 200. Or if it went to 300, it wouldn't come all the way down to 133 to stop you out. It would go from 300. If it dropped 5%, then it would stop you out there. So then trailing stop losses follow the movement up. And then if it falls down a certain percent after the peak, 5% from that peak, boom, then it'll kick you out. So think about whatever the peaks are, and then 5% or 10% or 20%, however you want to slice it, then it'll drop that much, if so, and it'll kick you out. Keenan for president, let's go. Let's go. I will tell you though, playing this Facebook one and teaching this lesson, I think it's totally worth it. Totally worth it, family. Totally worth it. Even the money that I've lost, totally worth it. But going down, look, got down 9%. Like I was telling you before, sometimes you got to tell yourself, is it okay to just let her go and then go make this 9% back the next day? Right? Sometimes you got to do that. Hey, Keenan, you say you running Ford options? That makes sense. You say you changing lives? I appreciate you for that. You said, is Theta killing us? Yeah. Like I was telling you before. Theta, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Theta is crazy. Look at that. This thing is going to lose $110. Straight up. $110. It's only worth $148, and it's going to lose $110 just in time decay alone. So when you see this option tomorrow, unless Facebook was to like crash into oblivion, this thing is still going to lose 110 no matter what. Favorite ETF? I like VOO. I like also VTI. How do I feel about the SPY at the moment? SPY. To be honest with you, it looks like Facebook. Showing weakness, but basically consolidating. A lot of that early day volatility is gone. We might get some more volatility like power hour, like the last hour of the day. You said, Keen, you know you get that money back? Yeah, come on now. That's right. That's facts. How do you get into put options with a 2G account? Go light, go small. Don't put 2Gs into no option. Don't put 1G into an option. If you got a $2,000 account, right? This is what you do. Take a look at this. 5%, no more than 5%, family. Go to a calculator, 2,000, multiply that by 0.05. Boom. What does this mean? Your options should not be more than $100. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but you got to make sure that you learn a lot, and you'll be able to be fine if you were to lose this whole 100, because then you'll still have 1,900 and you'll be okay. But if you can learn to get into an option and either double this or something like that, high risk, high reward. Don't bet the farm. You got to be responsible. Remember, you are an investor. You are not a gambler. You're an investor, not a gambler. He said, okay, Samurai Nikki, he said he lost 25% of his portfolio on Facebook and he's heated. He said, I believed they beat earnings, but they didn't. Remember, whenever you try to play your earnings or try to play earnings at all, you have to remember the fact that earnings, most of the times, statistically, you say you can feel your brain. Yeah, let's go. Most of the time, statistically, earnings are going to be like they call it a gamble, but it's usually down. It's usually towards the downside unless earnings are crazy. So I would say if you had to ask yourself, out of 10, what is earnings going to do? Maybe 6 times out of 10, it's going to drop. Usually, right? So it's not even a 50-50. Most of the time, it'll drop. So I went hard in the paint on this live. I'm telling you, I'm trying to love y'all and show y'all, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and how you understanding the market is more important than just making some money. Like for me, real quick, right here, right now. You can't see it completely. What, family? He says Facebook getting liquidated for SHF's margin requirements. That's interesting. That's an interesting question. Would you buy SPY at this price? Someone starting to build their foundation. I wouldn't buy the SPY at all. It's for the sole fact of this. And I told y'all this a while back. And it's this. SPY versus VOO expense ratio. SPY and VU are basically the same thing. Whenever you buy into an ETF, this is why on our foundation, I used VTI or VOO. VOO and the SPY are basically literally the same thing. The Fortune 500 companies. But this is something that you would learn when you got more wealthy. You understand? But I want to just drop this on you right now so you could prepare yourself, because I believe that you will get wealthy. VOO cost this amount, 0.03%, while the SPY is basically 0.09%. So you could argue that VOO costs 3 times less to hold than than SPY. So then imagine, it sounds like nothing, but when you get $100,000, when you get $1 million, when you get $10 billion, this really adds up. This really adds up. And why would you pay 3 times as much? And no, look, SPY people who run in the SPY, I ain't trying to get sued. This is not financial advice, blah, 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 right? This is all my opinion. Why would you pay more for the same thing? SPY has a higher expense ratio. There are some other differences, but basically this is the main point. The only major difference was the expense ratio, which is the cost of owning the fund, where VOO cost this, and then SPY cost this. Only major difference. Okay, so let's go back. Check out Facebook. Still more downside. I got you, family. Just know. So while we watch this right here, let me just tell you, is Neo consolidating? If it's trading sideways, that's what that means. So let me tell you, usually, again, you would never catch me in a day trade. Like those of you who were watching me, like when I want to say last week or even the beginning of this week, right? I'm in and I'm out of a play. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. And then I don't get left I don't hold on to it like this, because you see what it does. It's never even worth it. You get in and you get out. If you are trading on the 1 minute and the 5, if you trading on the 4, then you planned on holding it long anyway, right? That's different. You plan on holding it long anyway, but rule of thumb, theta has to be low. How do you get theta, which is time decay, to be even lower? You got to go out to further dates. Further dates get you to lower theta. So let me give you a perfect example. So for today, let's say that we got into a put, and let's look at the 230 put. 230 put. Theta is going to lose $135 just today. Just today. Now, let's go over here. And let's look. Remember, where's that? 1.38, $138. That's theta, time decay. Just straight loss of money, no matter what happens to this option. Okay, let's look at a further out date. Let's check out March. Let's look at the same 230 option. And look, theta is only $14. Only $14, straight up. Where am I now? 21%. 20%. But like I told you earlier, I could have easily let go here and said I'll be back tomorrow and make this 9% back quick, right? But I said I'm going to ignore the signs and sake of just playing this lesson out. To be fair though, I want to average down, but I'm not now. So because I already did my 3 strikes. So what? This is the longest I ever saw you in a play. Just to bring the knowledge. Appreciate you. I got you, family. I'm glad that you can see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you see what I'm trying to do here. It's more so about, you know what I'm saying, keeping it real, and integrity means a lot to me. Thanks, bro. Just trust the charts. That's right. Yeah, Delta. Delta is higher. Delta is closer to the premium, and you can make a lot of more money like on the shorter ones, in the shorter time frames too. High risk, high reward. Lower risk, lower reward. and I definitely not holding this overnight. You can forget it. Is there a strategy to avoid selling too early? Averaging out. The strategy for not selling out too early is to average out as best you can. Meaning you buy a few contracts, and then after that, what you're going to do is, so you buy a few contracts, and then let's say you got 5 or 10 or however many, then what you're going to do in that case is basically take some out again and again and again. And then once you get what we would call your house money, meaning like you went to the casino with $100, boom, you made $500. That means you got $400 of the house's money that's not even your money, right? So then if you take your original investment off of the table, then you have no risk, right? That's how you kind of avoid, if you can get to a point like that, that's how you avoid not getting out too soon. Other than that, it's always better to get out too soon than to get out too late. Always better. Always. You said today and yesterday's live was so valuable. That's right. I'm telling you, man. Straight up. All right. So yeah, now she's still on this mean downtrend. But remember, Theta, time decay, is baked in. The time decay is baked into the option. What does that mean? That means that, long story short, with Theta being baked into the option, then you can only imagine that it's just going to eat away at it slowly until that entire Theta of the day, like 138, is out of the play. You said I should never become president because it's all of the corruption in there, and I got to just keep it real all of the time. I appreciate you. Keep it real, keep it raw. That's right. Let's go. Thanks for all I got you. I got you. Now I'm back down 15%. Now I'm back down 15%. So now, let's say that you're tired of playing this one and you're finally back down 15% or something like that. What do? Again, put that stop loss. Where are we? Put that stop loss on it so you can't go back down 80%. So you can't go back down 50%. You put a stop loss. You can always make that back. You throw your stop loss on and you let it do what it's going to do. Should you buy Google now or save money and buy in July after they split? So personally, with Google being such a banger, what I would do was I would just straight up, how can I put it? I would just straight up, just like that, buy it regularly. I would just buy Google just regularly, dollar cost averaging in. Dollar cost averaging, dollar cost averaging again and again. That's how I will rock. That's how I will play it. How does your options class work? Will the class be permanent to Discord? Also good things, stocks in general? Yeah, so let me start off at the top. The options class is like this. When you go into the Discord, there are many different tabs, right? There are many different tabs. Now, with that being said, there's a one tab in there, like a chat, we call it, but it's specific to just the options class. And then in my options classes, what I have is I have 3 different sections in them all, right? I got the lesson, and I'm telling everybody this, but I know people are going to start to replicate it, but if it works, it works, right? If you're watching this and you're a YouTuber and it works for you, it works for you. It is what it is. So we got the lesson and then the quiz. Me coming from a teacher's background, what I like to do is make sure that you testing yourself, right? So I want to give you the lesson, give you the quiz so you can say, oh, I do actually understand this. Because sometimes what happens is we get into a space where we feel like we understood something. And then if somebody was to ask us any questions about it, all of a sudden, all that information is gone. So then give you the lesson. I give you the quiz. Let's say that you got some things wrong on the quiz and you don't really understand why. Then I do the review. So then call options, lesson, quiz, review. Put options, lesson, quiz, review. The technical analysis class and everything like that is going to be the same format. Lesson, quiz, review. Because I want to make sure that you, first of all, engage with the content in a way that is beneficial for you to learn it, to double check that you actually did learn it, and for the little pieces that you may have missed, we're gonna fill those gaps in for you too. So then that's how it's structured out. And then if you're in a Discord, then what I could have did, what a lot of people do, is they'll sell a course. They'll sell a course for $300, right? You sign up, boom, access to the course. And this is no disrespect to anybody else's prices or anybody else, whatever they're doing, but you pay what you can afford. If it's $5, if it's 10, if it's 20, it gets you all of the same things. Everybody's financial situation is different. So then if you pay $5, you're going to get the same access to everybody else. This is why many people start to tell me that they want to, for example, up their membership, even though they don't have to, but they feel like it's only right because they are getting a lot of valuable information. Is what they tell me. I'm not trying to say what other people are saying, but then as I keep putting out new classes, you will pick up new skills, and you just could, as long as you're just a Discord member, that's all it is. I didn't put it out for $300 or whatever, even though I could have, but I don't want to bleed every single dollar out of you. And I say, once I'm out of the game, like totally, my plan is, you know what, maybe I will sell the options class, but that means I'm totally done. I'm totally out of the game. And then I already got a package. Why not sell it to people when I'm totally done and out of the game? But my Discord family, it's all yours, all yours, all yours. And then we got the options chats where everybody running all kind of different plays, and they can show you. Like right now, for example, I'm running this Facebook put or whatever, right? And showing you what happens if it goes wrong, right? So you can learn. What do you do? How do you end up down? How do you end up down $600 almost and you work your way at it till you down $200? How do you do that? Right? I'm showing you this because I want you to learn. Now, long story short, I got your back, and I hope that you could feel it. You know what I'm saying? You could hear it all you want. I hope that you could feel it. So I'm actually going to stay on here. I was going to go, but you know what? I got so much love for y'all that we might just make this one the longest live ever. And I might just chill with the family. So if you got to go somewhere and you got to drive around and you just leaving us on in the background, I'm about to head to the bathroom, and then I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to stick around with y'all. Let's see. We're gonna do this one. We're going to do this one for the family. So I'll be right back. Shout out to the family. I'll be right back. Let's get it, baby. All right, so look, your boy went to take a leak, and now I'm back. Let's get it. Not to be vulgar or anything, I just gotta keep it real. Let y'all know what's going on. So, all right, so let's go. Your boy is back with my dogs. Let's talk about it. So, we still on live, and we still getting it going and getting it popping. Now, here we go. Let me go back to the options, and let's see. All right, boom, 13. So now, first of all, now that we back in the building, let me turn this down. Oh, that's the wrong way. Let me turn this down. You said longest live ever? That's right. Oh, yeah. Don DeMarco. Hold up. Hold up. Let me go back here and just put my soundboard at. Here we go. All right, we in the building. So now I got my soundboard on, and we here. So buying 3 times the same option, same day. So buying, no, that won't interfere with it, right? That won't interfere with it. But when you buy and sell out of it totally, then boom, that's the day trade. Right? So you could buy and buy and buy and buy. You'll be okay. When you sell, boom, that's when you out. You say you salute. Much love, family. Much love. So let's go see the charts. Let's see what we're doing right now. Another little pop uptrend, right? We get to that limit order zone, right? We get to that limit order zone. And those of you who got into the Discord now, just know this. If you need help getting in, when I get off of the live, I got you. And I help you to get in. Can I take a look at Ford Motors? Yeah, we could. What happened right here? We hit a supply, or actually a demand zone, right? We hit a demand zone. There are limit orders at these round numbers, like the one, let's call it the 240, right? People have limit orders set up right there. So then what they'll do is they'll just straight up just buy them. They say, man, if this was 240, I would load up. So then you see those. We letting all of those get bought up and snatched up, and we'll see if we come right back down and break under this. Okay, so now let's see. Ford, right? Let's go back to Ford. We can always come back and check on good old Facebook again. But right now, we going for the longest live stream that I've ever done. Okay, Ford. Ford is trading in the channel between... The channel is kind of tight. Like, it looks like a large channel, but it's not. It's a 60-cent channel. Between 20, bounced up, 2062. So if you see it break over to 2062 in the near term, I mean, this could be tomorrow, this could be whenever. You see it break that, then you know this is a sign of basically going up. Is averaging down, buying the same option multiple times? Yes. That's right. He said, Keen, shout out to you. While other YouTubers charge $5 more just to even ask a question in their live show, you do the teachers free. I got you, family. I got you. Said Discord family popping. No lies. Come on now. Let's get it. Is Robinhood bullish? You got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that. I'm not saying that you don't make money there, but be careful because there's so much going on with them. Now, let's be clear, though. We like to use their user interface, but them as a company... You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. So now look, Facebook, we hit a buy zone. We hit a demand zone. Yep, multiple times at a lower price. That's exactly it. Can you pull up Sens? I can. SENS. Okay. So yeah, shout out to them. They running, they pumping. 10% on a day. Love it. Love to see it. Portugal is in the building. Portugal is in the building. Okay, so let's go and talk about something really quickly, right? So let's go back to our chart, our main chart, and notice the foundation. We talked about it needs to be 60%. That's just ground. That's the fundamentals. That's the ground foundation. Individual stocks, right here, 20%. FANG, right? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. Google, that's the G. M is Microsoft, T is Tesla. Let's go see, because we keep having everyone ask about Google stock split. Date. Let's see if we can find a date on Google, the exact specific date. So take a look. Google's going to do a stock split, it says on July 18th. So let's double check again. So what does this mean for investors? Alphabet shareholders as of July 1st will receive. Hold up, let me open this music back up. So here we go. Apple shareholders as of July 1st will receive 19 additional shares on July 15th for every one share they hold. Trading will begin on a split adjusted basis on July 18th. So the 15th, you're going to get 19 more shares. But notice, they're not going to give you more $3,000 shares. They're not even going to give you that divided. So let's say that, let's go to it right now. Let's go to Google and let's see what kind of opportunity this is, right? So Google is about $3,000, right? So let's use that number. So we got 3,000 and we're going to divide that by 20 because it's a 20-to-1 split. Every share is going to be somewhere around $150-ish, right? It's going to be around $150-ish, but they're not going to give you 19 shares worth $150 each, right? They're not going to give you $2,800. You see what I'm saying? So what they're going to do is you're going to have 20 shares that are all worth about $150. The original amount that you paid, whatever dollar amount. So you have 20 shares and it'll be worth $150. So now what this is going to do is make it so the retail investors could buy more of them, right? Because retail tends to stay away from stocks that are really, really high in price, even though it's worth it when you want to buy and get fractional shares of these stocks. It's still worth it, right? But guess what? It's going to open up Google to having more affordable options. So you can imagine their options chains are going to be on fire. Shantae, I appreciate you, family. Much love. Much love for that. Shout out to you for the super chat, big dog. Real. Check this out. If you wanted to get into an option for Friday for Google, Google is right now $2,900. Let's say you wanted to get into a $3,000 call, right? Not much more, but more. A $3,000 call option will cost you $690. What if you wanted to get into specifically, it's 2,927, right? 27. What if you wanted to get into one that was 2,930? That would cost you, family, $2,800 to get into this option. That would cost you $2,800 just to get into this one single option. Now, nobody's trying to risk all of that kind of money to do that. But once they cut this stock price by 20, the options are going to go down to the $100 level, $200, $300 level. Let's go for a comparison. Let's look up, and it's not going to be a one-for-one comparison, but let's try to think of a stock right now that's similar-ish in price. Let's say Apple, right? And to be honest, they're probably modeling how many shares they have to think about what Apple is doing to get it competitive with how retail investors are buying Apple. So if their shares are 150 and Apple is 170, they'll be kind of in the same range. Denise, much love. Appreciate you, family. Always showing love. Always, always. Now, let's check this out. Look at Apple. The first call out of the money is only $110, right? But then when you go to Google and you look for their first call out of the money, Google's first call option out of the money is $2,600. That's crazy. Is VTI a great foundational stock? In my opinion, absolutely. And I think we're going to have a great time trading options on Google. I think we're going to have a really, really good time. But if you've learned nothing else today, get in, get up, and get out is the name of the game. Get in, get up, get out. That's the name of the game, baby. Straight up. Lucid. Let's check out Lucid. LCID. Let's talk about it. I personally think that Lucid has the potential to be such a banger, right? Such an absolute beast, such an absolute banger. But they do have to deliver. And we have not heard anything yet about the deliveries. And let's see, does anybody here know when they are doing their stock split? I'm sorry, not the stock split. When they are having their earnings. When is Lucid having earnings? Let's see. LCID. I think the world is going to be listening in on that. Lucid's earnings call is in March. And we haven't heard a thing. We haven't heard a thing. Let me share this with you. Here we go. Okay, so we haven't heard a thing. So it's March 30th, it says, according to Robinhood. They blew it on their first earnings, right? They expected to get up here. This is expected in light, like a light orange or gray or whatever, orange or red, whatever color that is. And then down here, this is where they ended up. But they didn't expect really to deliver cars like that. But now we expect to see what they did in Q4 with the car deliveries. We want to see what happened and what went on with that. So now, T-Rob, let's go. I appreciate you, family. So how do you get in, get up, get out without triggering a day trade? So there are many things. We talked about this before. So everybody, we talked about this 100 times, but some people still just got to know. If you have a cash account with settled cash in your account, then you should be able to day trade your own money, right? Double check. But also, if you have an account over 25,000, then you should be able to get in and get up and get out of a specific play. You understand? Okay. So now let's keep it going. Let's check out, while we are here, the big dog, the beast, the banger, AMC Entertainment. And now it is $15 a share. And yesterday, today I'm on long. I'm going long. I'm going for the longest live I ever did. I had to tweet this. Hold up. That's not me. Where are we? Let me go to my tweets specifically, because I was feeling some way. If you're an ape, let me know in the chat, baby. Let me know in the chat. This. I said a lot of fake apes tried to mix in with the real ones. Let me see some apes in the chat if you're an ape, baby. So take it up. Take a look at this. A lot of y'all fake apes tried to mix in with the real ones, and now they can't handle it. And I said, weak links. And then I said, we never needed them anyway. Now, why did I say that? Because it was just to my point that I was getting so sick and tired of seeing people say, man, AMC, what happened with that? What happened with that? Why wasn't y'all saying it was going to the moon? Didn't y'all say blah, 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 right? All of these things. Guess what? When you invest into a play like AMC, you got to be responsible. You got to tell yourself, okay, I'm only putting in what I'm willing to lose. I'm not trying to go homeless, right? And if you do that, then you should be able to do what? Diamond hand. Now, this doesn't mean that you should, but apes do that. Apes are diamond handing, right? Some of the people first introduction to diamond hands. Diamond hands refers to holding your position regardless of lows or highs. That's what Yahoo was saying. Diamond hands means you're holding your position regardless of lows or highs. Right? Diamonds are hard to break. You see what I'm saying? And you got to think about it like this. There's a saying, and this is why I said these weak links. And look at this. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Look at this. How strong do you think this chain would be? You got this. This could be made out of titanium, family. It could be made out of diamonds. It could be made out of carbon fiber, whatever. And then they got this little paper clip right here. This chain won't hold up. It has a weak link. And the only way that we can win this thing against the hedge funds, win this thing against the big dogs, the institutions, is do what? If we were all holding strong together. So then when we get a weak link, somebody who tells you that they were an ape and they never were an ape, now all of us are thinking to ourselves, yo, what happened to the chain? What happened to the chain? Yeah, some people were weak links, and then next thing you know, they're selling out, and then they ask you, why is it dropping? Why is it dropping? The reason is because we had to do this together in order for it to work. And the more of y'all that shake out, guess what? All it does is help us to link more. If we lose this weak link, guess what? Then we could strengthen with the other links. We don't need the weak links. We never needed the weak links. Never. And again, it is what it is. I told you, I'm holding this to 0 or to the moon. It's as simple as that. It's a 0 or hero play for me. 0 or hero. So right now on the Facebook put, I'm still down 13%. And again, you could cut out if you want. You could cut out if you want. You do not have to hold this. Don't feel like you need to be diamond handed. I'm just holding this to make a point about how you got to get in, get up, and get out, and to do a lesson. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. I forgot about that. Like, we old, family. I bet you a lot of people don't remember that. Let's go check out some other things too, since we're talking about AMC right now. So let's go here, and then let's go check out Stonko Tracker. Shares available to borrow are up compared to the other day. They got to 2 million. And now they're up into 3 million. So what are the shares available to borrow? So the short sellers, the people who are betting against the stocks, what they do is they borrow shares out of your brokers. And then what do they do with them? They sell them into the market like crazy. They sell them like it's crazy, the selling that they do. Right? And then what you could imagine is after they do all of the selling, it drives the price down, 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 down. But this was 2 million yesterday. So it looks like they returned either some shares that were available to borrow. Either they returned it, and if not, then just more shares have been opened up and available to borrow. Let's look at the call options on AMC, see if they're getting smoked. They are getting smoked. So out of the money, 169,000. In the money, 13,000. So first, subscribing to anyone on YouTube. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Can I explain the strike price? Yes. When you buy an option, a call or a put, there has to be an agreed upon amount, right? So imagine that you go and you buy real estate, right? Whatever the house price is that you agree to pay, that's the strike price of your house, right? You get into a contract to buy a $200,000 house, a $500,000 house, whatever, $100,000 house. That is the strike. That's the contract price that it's tied to. That's funny. Weakest link on the soundboard. Let's see if we can find it, family. I hope, please, the internet people who are watching the thing right now, don't. Here we go. You are the weakest link. Don't let anything crazy pop up. Y'all ready for this?
A very strange thing.
I've never seen this one. So high risk. High risk. Hold up.
91, Nigel. The city of Avignon in southern France stands on which river?
The same.
Brian. In science, the American astronomer Percival Lowell correctly predicted the existence of
Oh,
which planet?
what it?
Pluto.
I wanted the soundbite.
We're playing against each other head-to-head.
Let's go back. Here we go.
Goodbye.
This is what they're talking about. You got to be old to know.
Goodbye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Let me see.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
That's funny. That's funny. I don't know if I'm gonna get that on the soundboard, but that's funny. That's not funny like the charge point. It don't move. All right, so let's go. Here we go. All right, so back to the music. Boom. You said Keenan is still live? Yeah, I'm live. I'm going long, family. I'm going long. KG. You said, yeah, hold your breath on the searches. That's a fact. That's a fact. So now that we're talking about AMC, let's go and check out the dark pool. Let's see if they still loading up. So yesterday, it was $1.6 billion in buying over on the dark pool on AMC. Now, let's see what it is now. Let's go to and reload this. And let's see. Okay, it's still 1.6 billion in selling of our things on the dark pool. Is Facebook a good buy right now? Facebook is a great company. You never want to bet against them for too long. Never. Right? So what do? If you play a put, you get in, you get up, and you get out. Now, it's at a buy zone, a buy level, in terms of where there are limit orders being triggered. So it's kind of stuck like in this kind of level right here, right? So you see it pop up a little bit. But overall, long term, it's still on a longer term downtrend. Here. Boom. Still on a longer term downtrend. So just be cautious with it. Don't get like so into the direction that it's going up now and try to catch the bottom. You got to ask yourself, do you want to own this company or not? That's what you ask yourself. Do you want to own this company or not? All right, Keenan, if you open 2 different strikes on the same asset, is that considered one day trade? So it could be. It could be. That's a very good question. That's a very good question. Now, if you buy them and then sell out of them all on the same day, absolutely. Yeah, I would scale slowly into Facebook, like dollar cost average or whatever like that. Take your time, baby. Take your time. So look, we got to a floor. As of the last, let's call it hour or so, we got to a floor as of the last hour, right? So don't feel like you need to just keep loading up like crazy. You could average in slowly. You say you got some longer Facebook calls. It makes sense. Remember, be on the lookout to potentially even average into those. So Jerry, I want you to look out for your Theta. Make sure that it's really low and be ready to average into that as the Fed comes out and they roll out with their talks, right? So look, notice this thing is going up and up and up and up. Up and up and up, right? So remember, we got down to 9% and I was telling you, first of all, we were up on the play. We were up on the play. I said I'm going to hold on, and then I'm going to show you what happens when it goes wrong, how you ignore all of the signs. And then I was down 70%, just about $600 almost. And then I got it down just under 290. And no emotions. I'm just looking at it, right? And watching it go down. So he said stock going down, but put options bleeding. Time decay, first of all. And you got to ask yourself, are you getting out tonight? Look at the Theta. You got to tell yourself, you can't do that. You feel me? Say, appreciate me. I appreciate you. Thank you for the knowledge today. I got you. Got you. Okay. So now let's keep going and let's look at some other bangers. So let me know who I'm talking to here. Do we have any people who are still invested into Shiba Inu? The camera is off. Oh, family, the camera died. Keenan Grace Radio. I've been on live for so long that the camera is now dead. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we had Keenan Grace Radio. This is Keenan Grace Radio reporting in. My battery is on fire. My battery's on fire. It's not used to these kind of long lives. But this is Keenan Grace Radio. You are now tuned in to Keenan Grace Radio. I don't even remember how to do Keenan Grace Radio anymore. Let me put this. But proper preparation prevents poor performance, baby. On the live so long that the camera died. Here we go. I got another battery because again, 5Ps, baby. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Prevent my camera from performing poorly. All right, cool. Let me get this commercial up out of here too. Okay, here we go. So now we back. We back in the business. So we looked at the dark pool. We looked at stuff like that. So now I ask, let's look at Shiba Inu while we're on here. Shiba Inu Ether scan. Ether scan. Boom. You say you've been so long. My Bluetooth headphones saying low battery. Come on now. Low battery. Okay, here we go. So now we're looking for the dead wallet, which is this. We want the overall, long story short, Shiba Inu. I see the dogs in the chat. Remember, what I want you to do is understand. We want to see the balance of this 410. We want to see that turn into 510. We want to see that turn into 610. Because this means that there are more and more Shiba Inu, making it more rare, making it more scarce, or whatever, however you want to say it. This is what we're trying to do. Straight up. Straight up. We want to see it become more rare. So now we see the burns. Slowly but surely. Remember, there's trillions. There's hundreds of trillions of Shiba Inu. And they burned 1 million. They burned, what was this, 50 million? That's a decent burn right there. I don't even know who this is. 0x2 wallet. I have no clue. But they burned 50 million Shiba Inu. Shout out to them. 20 million Shiba Inu. 1 million Shiba Inu. 6,500. So I don't even know. That might be like $1 or something. Who knows? Brownie Inu. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So we do have an earnings report also coming up today. Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, February 3rd. Alan, appreciate you, family. So yeah, we want to see Shiba Inu. We want to see more burns. But we see a few burns, and we see that they're actually burning some decent amounts of Shiba Inu. But it is what it is. So let it burn. Yeah. So here we go. Let's check out what's going on. Because again, Amazon. Notice, let's look at Amazon's price. AMZN. Amazon.com. Amazon is $2,800. Understand though, Amazon has been getting smacked. 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 Absolutely smacked. All year. Or at least since here. They were $3,700 and now they're down basically $1,000. Still a banger of a company. Let's compare them to their other companies who are around. So we look at company market cap. Let's refresh and reload. So we got Apple is the biggest company. Microsoft is next. And Amazon is fifth. Amazon is the fifth biggest company. Today, it's down 6.65%. Our days limit. They are limited. You mean day trades? You get 3 a week. 3 day trades per week. Okay. So now, yeah, Amazon, boom. Let's see what the expectations are on something like this. AMZN. What are they expected to do? Okay, yeah. So the expectations are low. The expectations are really, really low. So I'm going to share this with you. I got you. Here we go. Expectations. So we got 2,800 is the price. Earnings. Take a look at how it changed and how it shifted over time for Amazon. Remember, Amazon is a banger of a company. How do you know a company is a banger? The first indicator of a company being a banger is that you use them and people you know use them. Literally, you know your grandma, granddad, aunt, uncle, cousin, little brother, everybody's using Amazon. You order something online, 9 times or statistically 5 times out of 10, it's Amazon, right? But in your daily life, most of the time it might be Amazon. Do you hold an Amazon Prime membership? We invest into the things that we know and use and love. So, fourth quarter 2020, look at the earnings. It was about $15 per share. Look at it in 2021, quarter one, almost 17. Look at what they expect now. Somewhere around $3 is the expectation. So all the way from 17 in earnings, all the way down here. Now, this is low, but we would hope that they beat it, even though expectation is low. They beat 3 times and then missed the last one for quarter 3. But then look at this. They expected $3 just about is what they expect. So we want to see if they can hit this or even do better. Normally, though, if you're trying to play something like this, you have to remember that they generally come down during times like this. Generally, it's going to be a downtrend where it just is what it is. It's the way that earnings work. Most of the time, you're going to get a wild downtrend. Straight up. Okay, so now let's go back and let's check out Facebook, see if she's been pumping, because we had that MACD cross towards the up, and we were sitting on that support of 240. Okay, yeah, so she did pump a bit, and now she's trying to come back down again. Just a little bit to retest this support where those buy orders were. Ford has earnings too. You're still in SHIB. Snap put. Is Snap tanking like a rock? Yeah, Snap is getting smoked. But to be honest with you, family, this looks crazy, but this is $1. This is just about $1. So $26.50 to about $25.50. But remember, on an option, that's why people are asking about puts. That's a lot of money to be made on a put. Look at that, 700%, 300%, 310, all of these different numbers. A lot of money to be made. He said, great knowledge, I got you. Straight up. You said they've been using your shares to short into the market. Let's go and let's check. So let's go back to AMC again, just to revisit this. So if you don't have, and again, I'm not trying to get in trouble with Ortex or whoever, but if you don't have Ortex and you do have Twitter, this is what I often do. Ortex, AMC. I look that up and I see if they post it, and let's see what happens. Latest 1 hour ago, someone posted the AMC Ortex. I don't have their subscription. You could get it if you so choose, but I can just go find it and see what somebody posted it. People post screenshots of this stuff all of the time. So short interest, 21%, 21.23%. Current short interest is 108, or estimated 108 million of these shares being bet against the company of AMC. That's absolutely crazy. That's crazy. This many shares, there's only 500 million shares, and they're betting 100 million shares that the company is going to drop like a rock. They're betting against it again and again and again. So shares borrowed changed 2 million, right? They just recently borrowed, or shares borrowed 2.15 million, and it changed by 2 million. And it says the cost to borrow max is here, but the average is basically here. So 1.75. So they're paying interest on these things. Straight up. So you think the hype around Neo was real? Where do you think it'll be in a few years? So if Neo can keep delivering, let me show you one of the things with Neo that I really want you to see and understand. So let's go back to the internet real quick. So Neo, ES8, and ES6. Neo has only been selling these two cars here. In their entire existence, They basically been only selling this and this. The ES7, I'm sorry, the ES6 and the ES8, right? I guess they had like more specialty kind of cars, but I'm talking about like on a mass scale, right? But now they have the Neo ET7, which they've been trying to get out, which is their first sedan. This is the one that they said they're working on with like a solid state battery. And now that you're hearing about the hybrid solid state battery, all these other kind of things, this is a full size, like larger sedan, larger 4-door car. But now even what's likely to probably even outsell that is the Neo ET5, which in my opinion looks even better, right? The ET5, which is going to be cheaper than the ET7. Now, again, I like how this one looks a lot. And this one is supposed to compete with Tesla Model 3. The Tesla Model 3. Now, personally, I like Neo and I like Tesla. I don't want to choose between the two. However, I lean more heavily towards a Tesla because they have the first mover effect, but I like Neo a lot. I do like how this ET5 looks, especially from the side, a little bit better than I like how the Model 3 looks. But that's just aesthetics. That's just aesthetics. We want to see how it runs, how it moves, how it sells, especially as an investor. So this, once they start to sell their sedans, I want to see how much their sales and revenue grows as soon as they start to drop the sedans. Are we frozen? I hope not. Yep, I hope not. So Ford earnings is after hours as well. Ford earnings after hours as well. So we got Facebook again. Facebook broke that support ever so briefly. It broke it. So it's trying to retest these lows. He said, nope, it's okay. You don't like the way that Teslas look? I was considering buying a Tesla, right? I like the process in which you can buy a Tesla, but I can't lie and tell you that I love the interior. I love the stock, but I don't love the interior. Now, it's simplistic, but maybe it's too simplistic for me. However, I love the stock, and I think, one day they'll come out with something that'll be more of what I want. Now, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I didn't even buy a nice car yet in my life. I didn't. I could, but I didn't. I was thinking to myself, once I finally got the money to buy some stock, or I got the money to buy some cars or some crazy stuff like that, I was like, oh, I want a Bitcoin. Let me go get that. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want this much in Tesla stock, right? I started getting a little hungry and a little greedy with buying the company, not so much of buying their products. So then that's what happened just in my mind. My mind is always like, go and get it, go and get it. You got to hustle. You got to solidify the foundation. You got to make some money. You got to learn, right? That's where I am. So then when I had the chance to get the car, I went and bought the stock. But this doesn't mean you shouldn't buy the car. You might catch me in one of these cars one of these days. But my mind was just like, man, it's time to, you see what I'm saying? It's time to, boom, go and get the stock. At least that's how I'm feeling right now. He said, I think like old money. I'm telling you, man. Oh, yeah. You said go sit in one and drive in one? I drove Teslas a few times, family. I drove these a few times. I love it. It drives. And when you get behind a Tesla, it's like if you step on the pedal, not the gas, that's like getting in a roller coaster, family. It just hit you back to your seat like this, right? And then boom, you want to straight up, you want to rock it. And then getting in with the self-driving. I do got to tell you this though. The self-driving is not exciting as you would think. If you ever been a passenger in a car, it's like being a passenger again, except no one is driving the car. So and then, yo, let's go. So family, look, I'm down. My patience has gotten me even better results than being shaken out. Now I'm down 3% on Facebook. I'm down 3% on the Facebook put. Right? I averaged down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I averaged down, yeah, about 3 times. One of them I split. But now I'm down 3%. Right? I was down almost $600, and now I'm down $94. Maybe I could get even positive on this. Who knows? Now I'm down 1%. Now I'm up. And let's go. I told you. If you listen to the charts and not your heart. So now, family, look. I'm up on the play. What I'm about to do is take off a lot of my risk. It took so long. But it happened. It happened. It happened. That's what I'm talking about. Now I can let a lot of this go. And hold on to a few. Let's go. Family, look. We just turned a 70% loss. Took time. Average down. Into a 1% win. So I told you, if you take your time and you know what you're doing and you really get the game and you understand what's going on, how you could really, really turn things around for yourself, family. I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So now, all of this that I was averaging down with, I'm looking to let go of it. Straight up. And I'm going to average myself out of this. Man, it took a long time, but it happened. And I'm happy with that. Straight up. Straight up. Just like that. Love to see it. Love to see it. It took patience. It took dedication. It took a almost 4-hour live to show you the complete circle. The complete and utter circle of how to turn a huge down 70% to being back up on a play. Come on. It took a long time. But do you see that? From being down 70% to being up again on a play. No emotions. No emotions. Averaging down. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Pure technique. Pure technique. I'm telling you this. And the reason I'm even saying something like this is because I want you to really understand that sometimes you will get down 70%. Do you panic? No, you don't panic. You play the charts. What if you missed all of the signals and you ignored them? Right? What if you ignored them? You ignored every signal like we did earlier. Ignored it. Told you to get out. Ignored it. Ignored it. Ignored it. Ignored it. Ignored it. Told you we're going to rock it. Ignored it. And then you just play with the charts. And then you go from being down 70% almost to then being up $58. I'll take it. And then I'm up even more than $58 now because I left some in the play. I got out of some. Okay, here we go. Let's go. I'm selling out of this. And I made. And here we go. Now I'm getting out of the play. Done. Don DeMarco for me. Why? Because I just turned that huge 58 plus 59 from down 500, what was that? 569. From down 569 to up 58 and then in 59. And I'm out of the play. Made over, turned a $600 L into a $100 W. Here we go. Let me share that with you. And again, I'm telling you this. I always tell you 100 times that there's lessons to be learned in losing. But when you play the charts as they're supposed to be played, you could turn your huge loss into a win. So look, 68% down, and then I played it, I sold, and I got this W, 58%. I mean $58 locked in, and then $59 locked in. You know what? Let's we haven't not talked to Siri in a long time. We ain't doing no mental math today, not on this. Hey Siri, what is 58.71 plus 58.50?
The answer is 117.21.
117.21. That's how much money I made on this play. Now, it took me literally hours to do this. Sometimes you make the money quick. Sometimes you get scared and you lose. But I collected this. I locked this in first. And then, I wish I would have left those up. Let me go back. All right, yeah. So, I was down. Where are we? Where are we with this? I got all these tabs up now. I was down. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Boom. I was down almost $600, 70%. I stayed on this live stream so you could witness it. I ignored all of the signs to show you what happens when you ignore the signs, how you could get down bad. I was up. I just got up $58. Boom. Locked it in. And then I got back up another little 6% right here. And then I took the rest of them out. So I averaged out. I had 17 total contracts. And then I sold 12. And then I got, which one was it? This one. I sold 12 and I locked in this. And then I sold in the remaining 5 and I locked in this. But I came back from a 70% down with 1 day left. 1 day left, family. 1 day left. This would have expired totally worthless. With Theta, I'm battling time decay. I'm battling the naysayers in the comments. Nah, I ain't battling the naysayers. Y'all have my back the whole time. Let's go. And then, shout out to Siri. I made 117. Could have been a loss. Made 117. That's love. That's true. My guy said $25 an hour ain't bad. Better than a loss. You see, I'm up. William said, I got lucky. I could have got scared and got out, right? Come on. No, my guy Rodney said this. You lost 569, so 117 plus. No. I didn't lose 569 because I never locked it in. This is the same thing. I held. I'm telling you this. Come on now. Some of y'all, where my notepad at? I'm going to leave y'all alone. I'm going to leave you alone today. I'm going to let you live. My guy said, no, Keenan, you lost 569. No. I never locked it in. This is the same option as this. I just waited and I was patient. And then I took my opportunity to let it go. Come on now. I really do this. That's why I get on live. I really do this. Ice water in the veins. Yo, I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you. Ice water in the vein. And I'm telling you, straight up. That's what it got to be. And this could even drop even lower. Even lower. This whole thing that we were on for 3 hours, right? Me getting on here, showing you from the top how very, very quickly, when I got into the option, it made $45. And I always tell you, get in, get up, get out. The MACD started curling over, telling us, oh, this is about to be call season. Call season. I said, you know what? I'm going to ignore it. You could go back. You could go back and check the video. It's all on live. What I do here is video recorded, right? We could have rode the call all the way up. But I say, you know what? What I'm going to do is show you how when you get down 70%, however many percent, how do you play it? How do you handle it? Come on now. This stuff is on tape. I want to see you go trade on tape and then show me what happens. Show me what happens. You jump on a live and you show me what happens. You show me what happens when you get on a live. This is one thing that I want to say about me too. And this ain't even to beat my own chest, but sometimes you got to, right? I really do this. This is why I will get on a live stream and then I will show you. Look, I'm down 68%. But watch the discipline and everything that I learned. And this is why I try to teach you what I learned. How to come out. How to come out on top. Now, today, I tell you, if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen, baby. Stay out of the kitchen. Turned a 68% loss. Didn't lock it in. Played it. Played it. No emotions. Turned it into $117 up. From being this down to being that up. I'm telling you this. And now, I don't want you to just try to just straight up follow me. There's no longevity in that. I want you to learn how to do it. There's longevity in that. That's why I get on here and I show you live. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. You say you could get on live and show you how to lose money? Nah, big dog. You're going to learn and then you're going to show them how to win. You're going to learn and show them how to win. Now, I want you to really see this. I'm telling you this. I'm the same guy who I told you, look, we made $1,000 on Apple in 5 minutes and things like that. It's because I'm sticking to my principles. Now, when I don't stick to my principles and then we get down 68%, notice this. This would have never happened. I would have never even been down 68% if I would have stuck with my principles and just took the $45 up front. And then jumped into a call. That's how I normally play it. That's how those of you who've been rocking with me for a long time, you know me. I jump into something. I'm in it for 3 minutes. I take the money and I go. I jump in the next thing. I'm in it for 5 minutes. I jump in it and I go. I get in, I get up, and then I get out. But today I was like, you know what? Let's show. If you stay in a play for way too long and you skip all of the signals, then how do you handle it? Showed you how to handle it. I'm telling you this. You stick to the principles and you will win. So now, when we get back on here for Lotto Friday tomorrow, and then when we play these plays, right? And again, I don't trade every single day, but let's say we get on here tomorrow for Lotto Friday, and you trying to play it with me. You got to think, if you trade it how I'm trading, if we go up 45% and then, or $45, and then this is all the technicals are telling us we're getting on this specific trade, we take it. And then we take the opposite trade. So we got into the put. The signal told me right here, get into a call. MACD is here, and let's open up the RSI, Relative Strength Index. Relative Strength Index. Let's look at these two signals. The RSI was 36, and then the MACD crossed over. Family, this is the sign of a rocket. This is the sign of a rocket, and I held it on purpose to show you, to give you the sign. And this is why people were sending me, like the family sending me a lot of super chats, a lot of love and stuff like that, because I was willing to lose money to show you how to do it. You see what I'm saying? Losing money, losing money, losing money. All right. Once you get down 70%, I want you to understand how valuable what I was talking about today is. Because many of you get down 68% on your options. You get down 70% on your options. And then what happens? Nobody tells you how to handle it, how to play it. And I'm trying to get on here and show you how to handle it and how to play it, right? Because it happens to the best of us. But if you get down in them trenches, are you going to dig yourself up out of them? That's what I want to ask you. That's what I want to know. And now you seen me get down in the trenches with you and then dig myself up out of it. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you this. You say you left the live at 10:30 and I'm still live. That's right. And you remember, for those of you just walking in, we were down 68% and walked away up $117. And I got the facts. I got the receipts. I sold out right here at 58.50. And then I also sold it at, where was it? Right here, 59. So add these two up and boom. Shout out to Siri, 117.21. Straight up like that. Straight up like that. I'm telling you, you said as long as you ever see me go live. You know why? Because you are worth it to me. To teach you how to do it is worth it to me. Straight up. I want you to learn how to win, and I want you to learn how to win consistently, even when it looked like all hope is gone and lost. So then, like I was saying, if we get on a, let's call we playing lotto plays, right? Like a lotto Friday where everything is moving like crazy. Then you said I kept it P. That's right. That's right. Fam, I was pushing P 5 times. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Now, if we get into a play, let's say we playing it tomorrow. And remember, I want you to learn the principles so you can have, there's longevity in long-term education. So we get into a play, we write it down. Let's say the play is only giving us $50. Take it. Take it. And then you get into the next play, and let's say this other play is giving you hundreds or thousands of dollars. You take it, but you listen to the charts, not to your hearts, family. So again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I got to go over to the Discord to basically let everybody in who's trying to get in the Discord. Because today, I don't know if it's because I've been on live all day, but the Discord is blowing up in terms of people joining it. So I got to give it down to Marco to y'all because I know what's going on. You see what I'm doing here and you want to learn how to do it too. Remember, anybody can learn how to win. It's about learning how to handle it when you start to lose. That's what's going on. You said a master class, Discord options class. Go and join, family. Technical analysis class is going to be out in February. We're going to start with that, right? We're going to start it from the very, very top. If you're an absolute beginner, we got you, right? If you're going to, I'm talking to a baby. That's how we're going to start off. And then we're going to build our way up. I got you straight up. I want you to hit the like button on your way out, family. I love y'all. I'm getting up out of here. I hope you learned today how to turn an L into a lesson. I appreciate y'all. And again, see you over on the Discord. Take care.